Real Monsters.
Oh,
Real
Cat
monsters.
dog.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Some definitely
Pinky in the Brain.
classics.
Cat dog.
Dude,
Pinky and the
is that
Brain.
their laboratory lights.
cat
Their
dog.
genes,
Hey,
they
can
Cat
I
dog,
remind-
cat
Pinky,
dog.
their
Cat
pinky
dog,
and the
cat
brain,
dog.
brain,
Cat
brain,
dog.
brain.
Jesus.
What are we gonna
Uh,
do tonight, brain?
Rocko's
Cat
Modern
dog.
Same thing we
Life.
do every
Dog.
night.
You can't. Whoa, feedback like crazy. Rocko's Modern Life. There's so many good ones from back in the day.
Fixed it. It was me again.
Oh, I just had my
thought
YouTube
I
sound
fixed it
on, so
first.
it like doubled.
Good morning, everyone.
I thought it
We're
was
having
me.
a-
Rise and grind.
a
It's
lively
time
pre-show.
again for Wake
So
and
here
Bake with
we
the
are.
Groskies. Good morning, Sequence. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Baked. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Porridge. Good morning, Chad.
Morning.
Is that enough good
Good
for you to
morning.
start?
Good morning, everyone. I'm not
Morning.
gonna do an itemized list like Skilbo. I don't have that kind of energy, but
But
I
you
got
could.
coffee.
Working at it.
Got coffee and I'm working on it.
Holy shit, Spartan is out. Good morning, Spartan. Good morning, Painted Lady.
Good morning, Spartan.
Good morning, Blue Kiss.
It's 9, of course
Chat.
he's up.
Good morning, chat.
Chat's popping.
They are.
Jumping.
Everybody had their
Tide is
meetings.
up.
Make
Whoa.
sure that you have chat switched over from top to live so that you can
Oh.
stay up to the moment.
And get your weed out.
Yeah, man.
Let's smoke.
That's what I
So,
got.
this is Dankman Dan. Good morning.
Tommy, are you coming over today? Good morning, Mrs. Dankman Dan. We're having a shindig at my house today. I invited Tommy. He didn't message me back. So now I'm asking him in
Again.
public.
Good morning, High and Tight.
Putting you
Good
on
morning, Family
blast.
Farming,
Oh, that-
Spirit Man,
On the spot.
Zach, Bugs.
Everybody's
I like how it
I like
says
that,
Mrs.
Marvel.
Dankman
Nice.
Dan on there now. Good morning. Good morning, Doc. I am going to be leaving after the show and driving to Doc's house. So this is my reminder for him not to leave before I get there. Get all high and shit. Good morning, Raymond.
Heck and A.
Can you imagine
Doc,
getting
Doc,
left?
you need to start pre-rolling joints right now.
I was already talking about him this morning. I got the El Bamba Jointo roller, so
I'm
I
already
can
on
keep up
it.
with him.
I got a
I
big
have one of those rollers right here next
What do
to
you
me.
now? What do you got in there, Tara? That's pretty fucking cool.
We
Keep
went ahead
packing.
and used we've got like a salad bowl mix that we keep always ground up at all times. So we're using that and it's pretty much everything we got. So it
Cheers,
should be a
have that
good one.
left.
And it should be a little bit of everything you all got too. So
Everybody bring your automatic rolling boxes today.
Hey,
And we'll do some tips and tricks.
And we'll see if
Not
you can beat
mine.
me in a joint roller.
What? What is this?
I got
shit?
mine.
Boys.
What did I miss out on? Some
I'm
new
gonna
cool
outroll
things?
4 people at once with machines.
Good morning,
Watch
Dabby
this
Hayes.
shit.
Good morning, DLP.
You know, I would talk shit.
It's
and
not about
probably
the
disagree with
outrolling
that, but
sequence.
Good morning,
man,
Brett.
I don't have confidence in myself, even with the rolling machine.
It's about that
I
convenience.
enjoy that rolling
Dude,
machine.
did you not? Did anybody not fucking see the late sesh this week? If you
Oh, I
did,
watched
I
it.
think it was at the 21 or maybe 24-minute
20,
mark. Please,
22, I think.
okay, please go back after the show. If you're watching this in replay, make sure that you go back and check this out. Red and Sequence had what
The
was
roll
called a
off.
roll off. And after a lot of jokes and a lot of fucking around, I hit the bell and Sequence was rolled up and lit in
Matter
such
of
an incredible
seconds.
time. I'm not gonna tell you how long it took him to do it. I want you to go back or tell me in the chat if you can remember how long it was. Insanely quick, and it was a cone, guys, and it was an intentional cone. So
So I'm not
Cheers
even
to
gonna take the
Sequence.
challenge.
you have to be at
Cheers
least
to
a good
content.
sport and try just to so that you can, you know what I mean, take part in the community.
Touche. All right, you're on.
Good morning,
It was a
Slush.
good time.
We got to use 500s though.
Ooh,
Isn't it
when
the
Big
same
Kid's done
paper?
taking that massive rip, I want to know what that is. That's early. Ooh, young lungs. Good morning, Green Gypsy.
That's a
Actor
big
Heads.
old rip.
Herb
Woo.
Slurper, baby.
Turb Slurper for the win.
These are my new favorite thing. Dro and Dan basically showed it to me the last meet. And we got one off of Etsy. It was like, oh geez, 60, 70 bucks.
Where I buy all my slurpers.
And that
from
come
Etsy
with
stores.
Came with everything.
oh wow, that's a good
Oh,
deal.
Kid and Caboodle, you would
Nice little, it's not too fancy, but it's got some little sparkle
Oh,
bubble
nice.
things.
Okay. I like
a little
it.
galaxy.
It
I had
spins
a
well
tub server
though.
for a couple weeks and then mine got busted
Ugh, I
How'd you
would
drop
cry at this point.
Knock it off the edge of the desk like the usual
when
way.
somebody dropped something on
You've
it.
seen baked
Did you
desks. It's a
see-
matter of time until that one's busted.
Did you guys see
Listen.
Dro's? Was it a
I
carb
can
cap
get
hanger?
around here good.
That was pretty fucking cool.
That is
Yeah.
neat.
But yeah, I want to get some new pills, little sets of balls and pills in there. So that I saw some cool ones drop on Instagram last night. But
Oh yeah, you'll love it with the pills, man.
did you see those screws? Instead of a ball,
Yeah,
ball
Dakota
right
Madrona
here,
makes them.
there's a screw and but it doesn't screw out. It just screws spins. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah,
If
those
you
are
guys,
sick.
yeah, I like it. But yeah, shout out to Drug Rose. He taught me how to
Feeling
use it.
good. He said his
Heat it
dad's
up.
not happy with him. I was like, you got the shits?
Make sure you get this. And he likes it at 550. I like it at 560. Just to let you know. But Terp Slurper, get one if you like dabbing.
You were able to breathe pretty
enjoy
quick
it.
after your dad there. That was 560 must not be too bad on the slurper.
No, yeah. It's not. 550 I found was just too low for the bigger dabs. So like by the time you were halfway through melting it, it's not really melting. You're left with like a little bit. So I was like,
Yeah,
pump up the numbers, you know.
that's what you need the pill for and all the other shit,
Yeah.
all the extra marbles.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be bringing this.
Sweet.
Not this
Hell
rig.
yeah.
We're gonna bring a cleaner rig.
Well, I've
but-
got 2 rigs. They're both 14 millimeter female.
Okay, well then perfect. I'll just bring the Terp Slurp.
Right on.
Yeah.
That makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's less shit you got to travel with.
Yeah, I was like, what am I gonna pack the rig in? Do I have any foam or bubble wrap? And I was like, I think I finally got rid of all that bullshit from moving.
Yeah, like who even has newspapers anymore?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well,
So
the
you're-
key,
You know what it is? You got
Meyer
to buy that.
bags.
You got to buy the big sheets like they use at like TJ Maxx when you buy a candle or some mug or bullshit. They use that and wrap all your stuff up.
Yep.
That's the stuff you got to buy.
Will your e-nail fit in this 14 mil?
Mine, yeah.
You should bring that. You or
Okay.
Terry. And then we'll set up a dab station.
Ooh, we could bring.
And we'll have like 3 different ways to do them.
we
What
could
kind of
bring
flavors are on the menu,
nurses.
fellas? Don't just tease about the salad
Oh.
bar. You got to tell us what the
Oh.
fuck is in it before we
Everything.
spend our money. Come
Let
on.
me go
Oh.
get. I fresh pressed some
You're
rosin
welcome.
flour
Chad.
last
You're
night.
welcome. I get this menu for you.
Listen, you know better.
There
You're
is-
not spending any money at this dab bar. Hold
There's
on.
I'm
a
just-
plethora.
Things are said for effect, sequence sometimes, just for effect.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Dan! What the fuck is that? A salt lamp? Damn
Holy
it, Dave's not here to hear the joke.
Is that
Hold on,
a
I gotta
salt
hold it
lamp?
up. Yeah, chat won't get the joke.
Chad
Yeah,
won't get the
Molly.
joke, and fucking Dave
Very
isn't here
pretty,
for me
Dan.
to get it. Damn it!
Oh, I heard it,
Did you? Okay,
but
there
I
you
just
go.
don't know what you're referencing.
Look at the screen.
Drop
I'm not
in
at the
banger.
screen. I'm getting some rosin samples.
Just a typical
yeah,
size
brother.
Dan for dab for Dan there.
No,
Oh,
I just smashed that out this morning. I was gonna do a dab of it.
Tree of rosin over there.
I can't wait to visit his place and see that amazing shed.
You guys are welcome anytime.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I got 4 different samples of some rosin. I doubt I'll be able to show it off here. Yeah. It's not gonna be any
almost-
light.
I almost cried when I looked at the distance between me and Dankman Dan, where I'd have to go. I'm like, holy shit, that's a fucking bit of a trek right there, man.
It's
Oh,
all right
man.
though. It's totally
Dude.
worth it.
Dude, if we can get it lined up, man, I want to do it.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a solid driver.
I'm a
we'll
solid
make
driver. I
day
don't
of-
mind. I don't mind. No. Yeah, man.
If you're in the area, if I haven't invited you and I know who you are, shoot me a DM. Maybe you can come out.
Oh wow.
That
have some-
rosin.
I have some real life friends that I didn't invite to this thing, so it's an exclusive but very fun list of people.
Good morning, Abolished. Good morning, Diamond Press. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Cottage on the Dunes.
Morning.
Let's smoke some fucking weed, man. Anybody in the chat, if you have any questions for us or anything like that, make sure you drop them down there. Otherwise, we're just going to continue to ramble and we're going to figure out what kind of menu Baked has brought back to us in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, I got, let's see, I didn't really label it. I don't know what some of my jars of weed are, so I just labeled them one. But a couple of them are labeled. So like I did purple rockberry. It's an auto flower from Rock Bud, and I wanted to see if it would come out any different color. It was kind of leafy though, so it ended up being a little bit darker than I wanted. Smells good though. It's interesting. It's almost a berry mint. Let's see. The one I'm excited about was the Crescendo 2. This
Yeah,
is the
man.
one I gave Tara to smoke. It pressed so well for flower. I was really impressed, and it just smells really, really good.
Flower
What
was
kind of bag are
awesome.
you putting those in? Press.
These are all just 160s because I ran out of what I like to do, which is a 120 for
Right on.
flower. But 160 is fine. And unfortunately, these aren't even the the brand I like. These are the China ones that came with my press. So, but
So
you work
one
with
time
what you work.
throw some in a 37 and
I have
smash.
some. I have some. I'll do
You
that.
get you'll get some clean ass shit. You lose a lot to the bag, but it'll be
Yeah,
clean.
I'll do that. We got a bunch of 37s. I just didn't think about using them because I was like, those are for hash.
This
Yeah.
sour melon is so good right now. I mean, I just can't keep my face out of it.
I think that would be a great washer and
Oh,
presser.
It is
just
Just
good
the way
too.
the structure is.
I mean, I've had it many times, but this one is just this time's just hitting it.
We
Yeah.
do
So
have
good.
we do have
So
a
good.
question. Good morning, Hindsight. It's a question at Dankman Dan. If we don't have enough flour for a wash, would pressing the dry sift be the next best thing?
Absolutely. I would go dry sift, and then after the dry sift, I would say your trim sift. If you collect that, that's always pretty good to press out. There's a lot of contaminants in those, so you don't get as good of a runoff as you would if you were pressing the bubble hash. But definitely, it's the second in line to the bubble hash, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, just piggybacking, I think, yeah, like I would dry sift, if, because even those small washers, it's not worth the effort that's the whole point of why I don't think it's worth the effort when you don't get a lot out.
Right.
So I'd rather do less work with a dry sift than go through the trouble washing a little bit. To me, if you're gonna wash, you bet, bring what you got,
It
a
has to be a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
worth the work.
Yeah, because I've done it before and it was nice. I got some dank. I think it was lemon sunrise I did from Irie. So it was real good, but it was gone real quick.
Right,
So
right.
Oh, and I would jump back and say that, I smoke a lot of Red's dry sift and I fucking love that shit. So
Me
it
too.
still does the trick. It still has the fantastic flavors. Now, if I took the Primal Punch F1 that Dan has and I dry sifted it, I know that it is not going to be as spectacular as it could be if I had, as he said, done a wash and had it pressed, but I can get pretty close.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
real
not going to be
floral
there.
in
Yeah.
the dry sift state. So it tastes more like flowers.
That's what I
With that-
noticed because I kept cleaning my trim tray through everything that I was working on. So I kept everything separated and, like between the glue and the GMO and stuff. So the Primal still smells really nice, but it's a little bit different.
Susan Stewart has a question. She was wanting to know if it's better to press dried bud or fresh bud. If you're going to press bud, it's better to have it dried down to about a 60% humidity level and cured.
Yeah. I pressed some wet bud one time and it sizzled.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like straight off the
plate.
plant, but it was
Yeah.
a little too wet still.
If it's
yeah,
popping on the plates, it's too
Okay.
too dry.
I
we have a-
really recommend cured bud. Like at least give it a week in a jar. I've done a lot of flower pressing and yeah, you give it at least like a good week cure and then throw one of those boost 62% in there or 55, whatever you
Yeah.
can get your hands on. And then and let that sit for 24 hours, like a day at least or a night, and then press it. But I've always found that for flower pressing, cured bud is the best and easiest.
Yes, 'cause if you
To
do it
avoid
too
the
soon,
water, to get good, yeah.
Yeah,
It
Cottage
won't
on the
flat.
Dune wants to know what is washing. Does it have any other name? I don't want to leave them in the
Bubble hash.
Yeah.
Okay.
bubble
Yeah.
hash,
So what are you guys
water
doing?
extraction.
Ice water
ice water
extraction.
hash,
Okay.
bubble hash.
I'm
yeah,
just
all
pressing
kinds of shit.
flour.
So then
They're
you're- yeah,
they're
you're using-
washing the flour in water tubs first.
Yeah.
They're
And
using
then
the
what,
cold.
freezing it in that thing
Yeah.
behind you, a freeze dryer,
Freeze dryer. Yep.
You know,
and
Big
then
dippy
they
cup.
smush it.
and you press it. Yes. Yeah, Dan's got the whole setup like right there.
Yeah, right here. We use the 20-gallon brute totes with the rosin evolution bags. Then we run it on the low temp V2 press. Depending on the heads, roughly about 190 degrees. Lower the pressure, the better, I've found. Yeah, it's a chore. It's work. We don't use a machine. Although we have a machine, we choose not to use it because we get a cleaner product with less agitation. The less agitation, the better, I feel. Less contamination, the better. So we run it through the bags, collect the soup, put it on the trays, put it in the freeze dryer for roughly 21 hours, total dry and freeze time. Then comes out in a puck form or whatever, and we run it through a sifter to get it back to trichome heads and put it in bags. Typically, we put them in 3 bags, a 25 micron, 160 micron, and then a 220 pressing screen, they call it. So 3 bags.
Dan,
Okay.
we've got a question in the chat from
Okay.
Family Farms. I think it's a really interesting one. They say, why not cure it all the way? Instead of fresh frozen, why not cure it all the way and then wash it?
When we're fresh freezing, we are preserving the terpenes
I was
at
gonna
the
say.
time of harvest as the plant expresses at that time. When we harvest, we immediately bucket down by node. I personally am looking for surface area. Immediately it goes into a freezer. So, you want your plant chopped and in the freezer within, hour or less. Some people say 20 minutes, but get it in. And I'm talking a deep freezer, not your kitchen fridge freezer, a deep
Okay.
freezer to
So
preserve them terpenes and flavors. So
You think anybody out there is flash freezing?
if you have that kind of freezer, you
Probably.
If
probably
you have the
are.
kind of money for that
Yeah.
freezer?
on
Or
a commercial level at work where we do like a lot, we have to actually rent a truck that gets it down to negative 31 below zero.
like that?
Put our fresh frozen in, and yeah, we kind of have to do it really quick because the people, that's how they want it. They want it flash frozen to
That is
preserve
neat.
them terps and
Yeah.
prevent any condensation of moisture building and degrading the cannabis.
Yeah.
Godbath wants to know, does hard water, such as a really high ppm of 1,000, affect the outcome of bubble hash?
Some people use RO water. I mean, a lot of people. I personally use my well water here. As the Miss Dankman Dan says, we have well water. My ppms come in at 110 ppms.
Shit, that's better than my tap.
So
Yeah, that's good.
that's what I pull out, and it seems to not affect the flavors or the taste of my rosin. And these gentlemen here can attest to that.
Would
Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah, but did he say 1,000 ppm?
Yes.
Me,
1,000?
No, 100.
No, I started.
100.
No,
No,
Yeah,
no, but
no,
the
the question was
the
1,000.
question was 1,000. That's pretty
Yeah,
articulate.
yeah.
I don't know
At
that.
that point, you need a water softener, and I would go with RO
That's
water for
Just
washing.
use RO water. Yeah. it's
Yeah,
better.
RODI. I just got one.
And,
Love
quality.
it.
Okay, so then Hunter Hartzog wants to know, how would you clean your outdoor before washing? Should you? I've noticed my gorilla plants always have some nasty water after I wash. Should I try to re-wash the hash to purify it? I just wanted to ask that because that's like a really good question. A lot of people are growing outdoors, and it
I was
really is
reading
nice to
chat.
be able to
Can
do
you run
that.
that by me one more time?
It says, how would you clean your outdoor before washing? Should you? I've noticed my gorilla plants always have some nasty water after I
Okay.
wash. Should I try to rewash the hash to purify it?
Okay, now is he talking about bud washing before he's drying?
I
or-
believe so.
Yes, I
Okay,
think that's what he
I
means,
have
is to give it that
personally
Quince
bud
3
washed.
bucket rinse.
We've talked about this on shows before. Yeah, we outdoor crops. I did a bud washing where I took equal parts of baking soda and lemon juice, like 1 cup to 1 cup, put them in a 5-gallon bucket, have 3 separate buckets with that mixture in the first initial bucket and 2 clean water buckets. And I would dip my buds in those buckets accordingly to rinse off any dirt, bugs, whatever. And I would see plenty of stuff come off. I just throw that water away. And you want an ambient temperature so you're not pulling trichomes off. You don't want it ice cold or nothing and making the trichomes brittle. So keep it ambient temperature, and that's going to preserve your trichomes while you're doing the bud washing. And then go ahead and hang it as you typically would.
Favorite press bag brand? Anybody have any?
Low temp plates and Rosin Evolution.
I like Rosin Evolution too.
Does bubble hash shelf life better than live rosin? Oh,
I
sweet.
would, I would say no.
We keep it in the fridge no matter what.
You could make a temple
Yeah.
ball out of it, though, out of the bubble hash, and it would definitely last
Yeah.
longer.
Bubble hash just is really, really susceptible to like everything. So like if you bring it out in the humidity, it'll clump up and it's now
Dude,
lower quality. If you
Oh,
heat it
yes.
up at all, even
Yes.
with your hands in a jar or under holding a jar, it'll lower the quality.
I want to give a shout out to
Live
fuck it,
rosin, not the same thing.
Old Man Hermit Hash. He remember when we were at his house for that one get together sequence, and he pulled the Slurricane out of the freezer. He had the little teeny clear. They looked like old film canisters. Remember those he gave us?
Mhm.
Fucking, it sucks because those had been kept in a freezer and they smelled amazing. Then by the time that I got home with them, it had started to actually clump up a little bit, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man!"
Yeah, you just
'Cause-
unless you keep it cold nonstop, you can't keep that quality. So that's why I
Yeah,
would say
man.
that rosin is just easier to keep long term. It's easier to store. It's just less susceptible to damage.
All they are is just trichome heads, man.
Baked. What kind of fridge did you use to keep your concentrates in? That little one.
It's just
Uh,
it's just a AC DC. I don't know the
Does
brand.
Dan
or
have one
anything.
right there? I think he's digging for one.
Yeah, I can go get my.
Yep,
It's the
it's
same
right
one
there it
he
is.
got. It's the
Yep.
same exact
Same-
one he
same
got. They go
fridge.
on sale at Target, Walmart, places like that.
They're
There are
fucking
six.
sweet.
There are 6 beer can holder fridge is what they're labeled as, but they have an AC and a DC on the back, so you can plug into your car, take
Keep it
your gas on
cold.
the go. Not
Oh
that
my
that's
God.
advisable. I don't know where you are.
Just
But-
traveling home. That's all.
No, it's,
Yeah.
Just
no,
traveling
it's an
home.
amazing idea.
That is
yeah,
because of everything we
I
were just
know
talking about.
I got the original idea. I can't take credit. I got the original idea. I saw somebody on DGC. They did an interview, and the dude wheeled his in. So he actually
Fuck.
put a handle and wheels on
Cheers,
it, or
Casey.
found one with a handle and wheels. But yeah, keep your terps intact. You know, it's $25 when I got it.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
yeah,
You know,
why
it's
not?
pretty cool. You know what Doc has is he has a Fireball. You ever seen the Fireball freezers that bars had where you can take it like super fucking low temperature like that? You can take it down to like
Mhm.
30.
That's
Hmm,
So
awesome.
yeah, it's what he's working with.
That's a
keeping his
good
shit in.
idea.
I got mine for $20 at Walmart and it lights up on the front.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Oh,
that. They
sweet.
didn't
Dang,
have
and
a
yours
slab
is
sign.
cool
sick.
slab sound there, man. I'm gonna have to
Yours
give you
looks
some.
like a future fridge.
It looks
Well,
like an
I open
iPhone.
it, but I'm
Computer.
afraid it'll all fall out.
It looks like an iPhone.
Yeah, it looks like a computer. I like that.
I know, I love it.
And then your stickers are dang.
$20 Walmart.
Your
Yep.
ghetto slaps on the other
Is
side.
that RGB?
Yeah, I'm working on the other side. too.
Is that RGB?
No.
I like it. See,
Triggered.
That is sick. As my mouse sits over here and glows different colors.
cheers.
Zach
Prophet.
Goldenberg in chat says those go on sale at Walmart sometimes for $10.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought about picking one up, dude. You can get them cheap.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I was looking at the mini fridges at the store the other day, and I couldn't decide if I what capacity Bakes was. Now that I know it's a 6 can, it gives me an idea to what to look for.
Man, you just need a big fridge, bro. You
I have
got-
a big fridge. I just want
you
another
need
fridge
another
for
big
over here.
fridge.
My
You-
house
you
came
need
with a
a
deep
quart
freezer,
size.
Dan.
Well,
We
he's
want
got a
quart-sized
good,
jars,
he's got a
dude.
good
Sick.
nook.
Dude,
That'll
Sir
fit
Dirty says a
one.
wine fridge is made to do the same thing. Cheers, Sir Dirty.
That's true. I
Yeah.
was looking at wine coolers too.
Wine coolers, Bartles and James.
Ooh.
No, no.
There's
Wine
like
fridges
8
with the
grade.
glass fronts.
Cheers,
The
everybody.
problem with a wine cooler is it doesn't have shelves. You have to make them.
I mean,
I like
It's
the
not that
glass
big of a
fronts just so
fucking
you can
deal.
peek at your shit all the time. You got to have the glass front.
But the
Get your-
glass lets your sunlight in to degrade your terps.
But if you stored it in an
Keep it in a
infinity
dark
jar, infinity jar. Oh, speaking of that,
Oh, that you added $500 to my fridge purchase with that.
bro, look what
Man,
they're
you just
selling.
go over that money tree and pick out 5s. You good.
Look what they got at Meyer.
Ooh,
Hey,
Oh,
man.
I like them amber jars.
there we go.
Oh,
Amber
okay,
jar.
amber jar. I was trying to say, how do I say that?
Yep, I don't
Yep.
speak that.
So
Yeah, amber.
Speak
so these are
that.
the tall boys, right? These are the tall boys. These are the ones that'll hold like
Half pound.
allegedly. It depends on what you have in there.
Your
Yeah,
character.
Usually
yeah,
you
yeah.
can get
There's
like
no limit.
at least a quarter
Just-
pound or more in here. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the way you roll. So those are like $11 right now at Meyer. If you can find them in stock, fucking take them all.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. I just ordered off of Amazon a bunch of like concentrate ones. But they're coming this
Hey,
weekend.
why don't you have the Infinity ones?
They're amber.
mean, as
What did
bougie
as you
talking
are.
about?
That's the first jar he showed was the infinity ones.
After I got back from the first trip to Michigan and he gave me my big one, I ordered a bunch of different sizes of infinity jars.
How much does that one hold? That'll
Oh
hold fucking
man,
quite
dude.
a bit, man.
Dude, yeah, I'll tell you. They hold a lot. I got a bunch for dabs, but some of them are too big. Like, look. That I
I
don't know
want to
how
see you
tell
fill that again, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to fill it one day with the, but I have to press so much to fill these. But yeah, and then some of the other ones, like you can see here, that's the size difference. You could fit, if you want to give somebody who's going to give you the jar back later,
It's like an
an
eighth.
1/8 or something, you can fit it in there and know that it's going to keep its profile and terps the best that you can. But yeah, I like the little infinity jars and the big ones I
They're
love.
the cool. They're the
They're just,
coolest
yeah, it's
jars,
just,
man.
yeah, it's expensive to buy in bulk, but
I use
They're
mine
so
for my head
bougie.
for your
stash.
personal shit, exactly.
It's
And
got-
then you
it's
know
got
it's where's my shit? Oh, it's in the cool jar.
I got the MBGS sticker on there. Yeah, man.
Nice. Yep, can't go
They're
wrong
called-
with those. But yeah, I got some little ones coming in the mail that are all amber. So I wanted to see how those go for concentrates.
There's a full jar.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That's a pretty one too. Ooh-wee.
Yes.
Very blonde.
6 grams in that.
Oh man, baller jar.
Sequence.
Nice.
How long would 6 grams of that last you?
Of that, oh, well, it depends. Is that my only jar?
That's your only jar.
Uh,
2 weeks.
yeah.
I made this out of trim, yo.
Really? Damn.
Wow.
That's the
Incredible.
rim run.
Hold it
Shit.
closer to the camera so we can see the color, incredible.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Anyone that's had the
Dude.
pleasure of dabbing Dan's Primal specifically,
Yeah, we don't say it just because he's our friend and we're like
Fuck.
trying to be like, oh, our friend, he makes stuff. He's really
No.
good. Like, no,
It's
this
really
dude
good.
is like legitimate.
Yeah.
It's just
fire.
incredible.
I
Those are just
love when
nice.
Dankman Dan and Dro show up. 'Cause
yeah,
then
man.
there's a smorgasbord of really great fucking hash rosin.
I
Like
believe
top quality.
Tomorrow on Easter, I'm washing chem
Easter
cookies.
wash.
Yeah, we're washing my buddy JR Anibus. Shout out to you. We're washing his chem cookies tomorrow. It's gonna be badass.
Ooh, Mamiko?
Yeah, and then coming up, we got
Oh.
Singapore Sling. We're gonna be washing. And
What's
that
that smell
stuff
like?
tastes like that
Is that from
straight up-
State Genetics?
yeah, that's straight
Oh.
up cream soda, dude.
Oh,
Like right out of the can. It's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
amazing. Yeah, so
Wow.
big things to come, guys.
Hell yeah.
get those Fago turps, man.
I tried to get us some grape Fago yesterday. No avail.
I gotta go to the
missing
store
out.
after the show. So,
Yeah.
You gotta get
but
those
back
20
to the rosin topic. Yeti's supposed to be here today, so he'll be able to help us out.
Oh, dude, he's always such a good vibes, dude.
And
Yeah.
Tara has a good collection, but she won't have them laid out, so you're gonna have to ask her nicely.
She's
She'll
been
hook
trying
you
to
up.
re-up.
Sorry. Yeah, I got me some slur up here still.
We were
Tara's
supposed to
got
check
the
out.
craziest collection of dabs and smoke. Actually, flour too.
She's about her flavors.
She's
I
got
just
everything.
I love having a smorgasbord. It like means a lot to me that I have a little bit of, it means a ton that I have a little bit of everybody's stuff to me actually. And it's like my little home away from home is always with me. You guys, I always have a piece of you
Yeah.
guys, and everybody
That's
has
awesome.
such great stuff, and I'm thankful enough to be able to get it. And
It's so funny, like when Baked talks about smoking my GMO that you shared with him from last year. And then like when you come over, I can be like, hey, can I try Dan's Primal? And you're like, sure. And you
sure.
have all of everybody's stuff all the time.
Here's
I
the ice
tried
cream
to.
lady. She's got, rolls up in the ice
She
cream
is.
truck and fucking has that
What's
little
in the
got
interface.
my
work,
suitcase
though.
ready today. It's
She
packed and ready.
travels and makes the work. And
Turp case.
Chuck Grow,
Worth it.
5-gallon bucket ice water extraction. What kind of ratio of ice and water is best? And they keep telling us, Chad keeps
Ooh.
telling us to check out
Uh.
Miron, Miron jars. Apparently they're very similar to Infinity.
Oh,
I-
okay. Miron,
I would
I'll check them out now.
say less ice, more water.
Yeah, you're
It's
using
like a
the cold.
consistency thing.
Shouldn't you
Get
want to
your
just
water
go with
cold
the
before you put
cold?
your-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
temperature.
the temperature
Like
that
monitor
you're
the
using.
temperature. They have drop-in, very cheap aquarium drop-in temperature probes on Amazon. Buy one, chuck it in wherever you can. I guess monitor your temperature is what I would say, and that's how I did it whether I'd add ice or whatnot.
I'm curious if that UV works or the IR works as well as a actual submersible one. I bet there's
It
they're
says
different.
31 degrees. So
Yeah, those
Cold,
those
isn't
IR ones are pretty good. Yeah, they're not bad. So if you have one, you could use one. I just know that if you don't have anything, you can get like one of those $5 aquarium drop-in ones on Amazon, and it's
Right.
just a wire that drops in to a probe, and then on the other end is a little digital thing. Yeah, Green Machine. He's got one in his cloner.
I feel like any tool that's made for the purpose is always going to work better, right? So like the IR gun's cool to have, but the actual temp is going to work better. The same reason why I bought this is because it's direct contact, and so I think that's really good advice.
Oh,
Yeah.
come in for me. That is the Myron glass
Okay.
right there. And it's
Yeah,
only
I'm on their
20
website.
What
only 25
century
bucks.
is this, Skilbo? Come on.
I am from the 20th, my friend, and gladly, proudly of it.
Hold on.
I'm looking at their small
on.
jars.
Do a little screen share.
Some of us don't know how to do that kind of shit. Now, come
Oh,
on.
Unbelievable.
You know, I was just
Thank you.
saying,
We have other
Tara's not a
talents.
boomer. She knows what RGB is.
Sure.
I do. Hey,
And
I
then
had to
she-
show you something on Instagram. Now, give me credit for it, boy.
It's called the stash
Yeah.
jars. There you go.
The
Wide
technical
neck.
term.
The wide neck ones. Okay, there we
There
go.
you go.
What about the
Oh, we're on the
concentrate
actual site.
size?
It's
How'd
get a
you get
quote.
there?
He's on the
How'd you get
wholesaler.
there?
That's not
I'm just
gonna tell
looking.
us the
I'm looking for the
prices, yeah.
specs.
The
It's
violet
Myron glass
It
There
should
you
be
go.
like 5 or 7 mil for concentrate, and then I don't know what you would, would want for flour.
They look like they're about the same
It
thing.
looks the
Yeah.
same, pretty close. The top.
You
is
can
a
go
little bit
on the
different.
bottom of if you guys have an Infinity, it'll tell you on the bottom. I'm pretty sure. Let me see here. Yeah, see, like,
Capacity
this
of
says
400
8.
milliliters. It said. And go down. There you go.
Let me see if I can pull them up on Amazon.
Cheers, Chuck Grow.
Oh, here's a
Cheers,
5
Dirt Road
mil.
Dude. Green Machine, Michael, Kazoo. What's happening?
Well, they cost the same. So
Okay.
the 2-ounce Myron jar is $25. The
I thought the Infinity was like 32.
No, the Infinity jar is $24.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how they're comparing the sizes though. 1 ounce. Oh, the Infinity jar is smaller.
Okay.
Blah blah blah.
Debbie Hayes reminds us to consume it, don't store it. I agree, but I want to be able to store it in its best terms
Right.
until I can get to it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
grow
I
more
can't
than I-
smoke
Exactly. I grow more than I
as
smoke
much
at
as I
one time.
breathe. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. You should have it as a t-shirt, bro. I love it.
You could try though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You really
You
could
need
try.
like a
it.
backpack rig
We're gonna have to try today.
and like a fanny pack up front that you could just load up with bud or something.
That's funny.
We can do it one day. The future is now.
That's
Future
it,
is
man.
now, old man.
Yes.
Shifty Gaming asks, "Do you store hash rosin in a sealed jar?" And I would say you
Yes.
store everything in a sealed jar.
Yeah, they go in.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, my little ball jars. Where I put bulk hash
Yep, and then out of the light and in the cold.
in the fridge.
I don't know. I kind of like the jars that Sequence has. I wish that we could find those in amber, those little ball jars. Those are a really good size to hold in.
These
Yeah, those
jars? These jars?
Yeah, yeah.
They're okay, but the lids don't. They seal, but they don't seal
Well-
as well, so they get sticky and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe what about what if you could find the ones you have the rosin balls in? Those
There's
kind.
Those are
Dan. That's
just
the one
ball
I'm
jars.
talking about. Thank you, Dan. That's the kind.
Yeah, that kind.
Yeah,
That,
that's the
if
one
you
I'm
could get
talking
that
about.
in amber, that would
Yeah.
be
Those
dope.
are
I've
just-
never seen
You
that in
can get
amber.
those. Yeah, those are
Really?
just pint
Yeah, you
jars.
can buy
Yeah,
these in amber.
Oh,
That would be the way to store those. And
Amazon
that
sells
holds
everything.
a really nice eighth to or up to a quarter, depending on what kind of bud you got.
It holds about 95 grams of rosin.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Ooh,
it'll hold a lot of
shit.
rosin.
Damn,
my kind of jar.
95 grams. Fuck. I'd need
Yeah.
a deep freezer for that shit. It'd take me forever to go through that.
That's a haul.
Not if you put your
Couple
mind
months.
to it, Skills.
I could put my mind to it and
Yeah,
plow
you
through
can
it
do
in a year.
anything you want.
Friends will help you out.
Yeah, I know people that help with that problem for sure.
And your
Yeah,
tolerance will go up real quick.
All I gotta do is invite you guys over to my house one time and fucking we would clean all that shit.
Yeah.
Put a dent right in.
Poor Scobo, you got like a collection of 30 or 40 different, like Terra, all these dab.
No,
guns.
most of those are gone now. I don't really have
Yeah?
any dab smiths. I think I have some Herkel left, which I kept that because I used it as medicine for that CBD 1-to-1. That was really, really nice. I think I still have some of Kyle's Citrus Tsunami. I think that was his that did that. That was a fantastic fucking strain. And I still have a tiny bit of Fergroli. I still have oh shit, the original Trop cookies. Me and Red both still have that from MI No-Till guy in Connecticut. I don't have any more of Old Man's gear anymore. It's a shame. Old Man Herman has cheers, brother. I know you listen to this.
Hell yeah.
I was just chatting with Connecticut the other day. They're doing well.
I know. I see they've been working out and shit, doing real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good morning, John Boy. Good morning, Goodrich. Good morning, everybody supreme. I hope you're enjoying the show. We're just bullshitting, smoking, getting our wake and bake on, rise and grind, all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. You know, one thing that Dan has, if we want to go back to the water hash thing, is don't you have the metal paddles hanging on the wall?
Yeah.
It's just your white balances off and we can't really see them right now.
Yeah, it's just
If you're going to do, there it goes.
bingo.
These are so worth buying if you are going to be doing any large scale hash.
Yes, I
That
need
is
the
what
link.
you want. Okay, you want the link to that? Dan's got the tag in that thing.
Yeah,
still,
we need
so-
the link because
Oh,
I've been building up what I need to get.
Yes.
This one I got for Christmas from
Bro has a good
Bayou
Oh,
resource
Bayou
too.
Classic.
Yep, it's a
Okay.
42-inch link stir paddle.
and this
Cheers, Mike's Atomic Skier.
Bayou.
Baked, I think Dro has a good link to a cheap source for these things.
one here.
That one doesn't have
Dro.
holes in it though. That's more like an ore. The other one
Yeah.
has
You
holes.
don't
in it.
want holes.
What do you
though.
like? You want the holes or not?
I use them both. I like the holes.
You use
I'm
them
looking
both
for-
50-50?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You know, sometimes we could have 2 buckets going and you would need 2.
Oh shit.
But yeah, this is from websterant.com. Like $11. If you buy the
can
one
also-
from-
Yeah, I think that's the website that I saw.
If you buy the one from Pure Pressure, same thing. It's like $89.
What's the
Yeah,
website?
yeah, they get
Webster
expensive.
what?
Websterant. It's
Miss
like a
Jack
restaurant
Man says
supply.
Lowe's for the
Online.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
said she got it from Lowe's online.
Nate, do you have a Lowe's?
Oh yeah, I have a Lowe's.
Yeah, you can also check winemaking supplies for paddles. The only problem is sometimes they only have like the plastic ones. Like if you go to a beer store,
Yeah,
I
mash
use
paddles.
the long the white plastic ones. They work great for a 5-gallon bucket though. They're probably like $7. Yeah, the local restaurant supply. If anybody's in Metro
Yeah.
Detroit, you could go to like Restaurant Depot or Restaurant Equippers. Both of those are sweet. And there was like People's was way down on Gratiot, like right by the city. $19 36-inch on Amazon. There you go. That's what it is.
Good morning,
be
Rasta
down.
Bob.
Good
I'll
morning,
be
Rasta
down in-
Bob.
8
Morning.
Mile in Gratiot coming up here. I think
Is the logo a little alligator cooking? Cause I think you can just go to Bayou Classic Depot.
Bam.
It's like a dealer. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna get some of those.
Yeah, man.
Oh
Well, I
yeah,
like
Home
the
Depot,
bucket-
Lowe's.
The
I'll
bucket
just
that
go
Dan
there.
uses is really important too, because when you get like high volume of water in something, you want to make sure that the sides aren't going to buckle or wear out over time. And you're going to be hitting it with a paddle occasionally accidentally. So,
Oh, Baked
Get
has got
something
new
quality.
bucket tech, dude. We're changing the game.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
don't tell me, show me then. Okay.
Yeah. When I
It's
get mine, I'll
proprietary.
show
It's
That's what
private.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. Don't tell me, show me.
Proprietary.
I knew what
Changing
was
the
up.
game, dude, with the bucket tech.
hell yeah. Ice water.
That's fucking
extraction,
exciting
where's
news for a
that?
Saturday morning, man, for a bunch of hash heads.
Hell yeah.
I got to roll a fucking joint to that.
Now we got to think of an
Dude,
April
shout out
Fool's
to
version of
Hindsight.
this that we can tell people. Baked. What's the new
I got
bucket
that.
tech gonna be?
Oh,
It's one where
geez.
they had this bucket attached to
So-
a tire of a car and they jacked it up. They just spun the bucket around on the tire.
Here's the deal. I don't know if I used to grow up in a vineyard and they used to take the grapes and they would put them in a bucket and they'd mash them with their feet.
I'm seeing Lucille Ball in my mind right now.
Basically, we're just gonna mash them buds in some cold water. So you gotta have real strong feet.
Absolutely.
And
Only
yeah,
after long farm days.
Foot
that's
tech.
that's the April Fool's tech.
Man, dude, that is some
April
foot
Fool's
hurt.
tech.
The April
No,
Fool's tech is
I'll
awesome.
show y'all when I get it. I wanna
The-
get it all working and then make sure it works before I say I have
The
something.
toenail terps.
Oof.
Toenail
The fucking-
terps,
the foot
dude.
cheese.
Who needs the
Abolished
GMO
just
when
got
you
a
can
wrap.
I
add
don't
it
even think
yourself?
abolished would like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that's
no,
the
dude,
baby
he's
diaper.
rocking-
He's
He
the
likes
baby
the baby
diaper
diaper
guy.
like
It went from
Dis-
6 to
disclaimer.
midnight.
toenail
Baby,
terp. Ugh.
baby shit.
Definitely will
About that
not
baby
pass
shit.
testing.
Baby, come back. Let's see. Let's talk about the difference between cheap wash bags and expensive ones. Is there a difference between? Well, we know there is, so let's just get into it. You have to
There
watch
is.
out for like cheaper bags. Sometimes they're gonna put other shit into your hash than your hash,
Mhm.
Yeah, all right.
so you
here's
don't want
the
any kind of
thing.
particulate
Fibers.
matter from that coming off of there. man.
When I use bags that had sided walls, meaning solid walls, and just the mesh on the bag, that wall would deteriorate within a matter of washes and be getting into my hash. So then I recommend a full mesh bag. It's going to help you as you're washing down and getting through the microns. When you get down to your, a full 90 and a full 45 bag, it takes some time to work that water out. When you have a full mesh bag, it's a lot easier to work the water out. If you're going to be any serious about doing it and invest your cannabis that you took 4 months to grow to put in these bags, I would recommend going with a quality bag. Why
Facts.
take all that time and waste it?
That's
on
what
an
I've
inferior product.
heard. It's all yeah. Like and one thing I noticed on somebody post it was an ice bag company, of course, but they posted like almost a microscopic zoom up of their bag versus another
Yes.
bag, and
And
you
the
can
holes
just
weren't real.
see
Yeah.
the holes weren't uniform. There's chunks of the nylon, I guess it would be, kind of instead of a smooth bar across on the crisscross, it's like a chunky one
Jagged edge.
versus nice smooth one on. Now there are a lot more and that kills me because I like to save money, but what I
Yeah.
tell people is you don't need an 8-set bag. You can start with a
No.
3-set
Four-
or and
four
a
set, yeah.
work bag. So buy 4 bags individually from these expensive companies and just know that, like you said, your hard work, your hard flour is going through, clean, good mesh.
Ice Extract is the brand that you're talking about baked.
Yeah. Shout out to them. They have a cool picture on their Instagram that does a side by side of the mesh.
Yeah.
Ice extraction. I don't know how to spell it.
I think it's Ice Extract 2.0 on Instagram or something like that now. But like you guys are saying, those more expensive bags are definitely worth it because they last a lot longer.
And when you're talking a 5-gallon bag, man, it's not that much money.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, you
man.
don't need the 20
50
gallon
bucks.
versions.
Yeah. You don't. You're getting don't get mistaken, because I kind of got it twisted a little bit ago too. You're using the 20 gal to wash, then you drain that into 5-gal bags. So you don't
And
need
you know
those
what
20
we
gals that cost a crazy amount.
we have 20 gal and 5-gal. We will, like you say, wash in that 20 gal because it's a lot easier to wash in the 20s and then cycle it through the 5s. And then if it's the bigger wash, we run them through the 20 bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
volume,
find the 20
once
bags
you get to a
easier to
certain
work.
point, yeah, you can.
You're in the like 1% of cannabis washes, you know,
1%er. Holy moly.
the
Right.
home grow guys are like, how do we do this? You know,
Come on over. I'll show you.
that's right. Dan's the nicest guy in the world.
Dog, don't be telling lies.
There goes your street cred.
Yeah.
Almost getting there to hash time, just to let everyone know.
Yeah,
Dude, I
nice to
just
see you in
rolled
the
up
chat,
a
Yeti.
hand rolled joint here real quick, and I'm loading the end of it with some of this sift that I have.
Steven Yeti works in 5-gallon bags, and he's at a bigger scale than almost every home grower. So
Yes.
I think that you can get it done with that, unless you're really on a production level.
He said around 80 a bag. That's really good. That's really affordable. So, whatever he said.
He said he only uses Bubble Man, or what did it say? Bubble bags, rosin evolution, and ice extract.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, definitely something cool to do. I like washing
It's
and
fun, too.
pressing flour and yeah. And if you don't want to wash it, I'm a fan of pressing flour. Just get some good bags and press it.
Yeah,
And that's where I
pressing flour a little
started.
bit.
Was pressing flour, you know. And
There's no quicker way to get a dab. I always thought that
yeah,
was really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
and
make
if
a
you're
quick
like
little
me,
puck and then squish it, and you're golden for
Yeah.
like a day.
I can
you know?
I can have a mountain of cannabis flour and no dabs and be very dissatisfied.
Exactly.
So
Right.
with a press, I can, like last night, I can literally go upstairs, jam that in my pre-press. Don't forget the pre-press. That's a very important. And then press it and have dabs within, I don't know, I think I did one in about 30, 45 minutes and I'm collecting it up.
Yeah.
So
Then the next day, it's completely different than when you jarred it up.
yeah, that's I love doing that. What I do is I leave it out for an hour with the cap off for 1 hour after press. Then I come back and I whip it, like just stir it, and you'll see it kind of get to the like a Laffy Taffy almost, you know, it
Yeah.
starts just making circles like ice cream when you mix it and stuff. And then that's when I cap it for the night. And when I come back, if it's good run or a good press, in my opinion, it'll be like a peanut buttery and like almost you can tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping these would turn out to,
Yep.
but they haven't done that yet. We'll see by the time I get over the sequences.
That is popping, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good day over here.
It is too.
If you're coming, bring your folding chairs and stuff. I've got like 4 chairs.
Yeah, we're gonna try to bring.
Oh, I gotta bring a fucking chair, don't I?
Indian style
Just-
floor seating.
You don't have to, but
Bring them. Everybody's got an outdoor folding chair.
yeah, I have
yeah.
my whole house is tile. You can bring your outdoor sports chairs.
Yeah. But yeah, seating.
Outdoor sports chair.
I'm bringing some
You know what I
tables,
mean?
so if
And-
you want to set up your dab rigs or smoke rigs, we'll have table room.
Cheers,
So-
Eddie.
Yeah, and like I just want to bring it back. Zach Golden made a good point. The pre-press when you're pressing flour, I'm not too sure about hash, but makes it so you don't have blowouts or less fruit, lessens your percent to have a
Yeah, and
blowout on your bag.
you can squish more at one time too.
Yeah, oh yeah. I made this one guy came over and it's like, you put 7 grams into that little puck? I was like, yeah. Isn't it
Hell yeah.
beautiful?
I got a
John
dual
Boy
tech
says-
cylinder.
Yeah, I have the cylinder, which I prefer. I'll tell you right now,
Yeah.
if you're gonna shop, I have the cylinder and I have the brick one, and I just did it again last night, and I feel like I didn't get enough out of the brick one. Um, it's like, okay, well, what if I want to do a lot? The brick one's bigger. Sure, do 2 pucks, put them side by side, press them, and I have a better result yield wise and everything wise than the brick one. Just my opinion.
Green Machine, quick question. If you wanted to go the dab route and you were going to press 1 ounce of flour on average, how much would you get out of that?
Let's
Or
see. I
grand.
usually press, like, I've been
It's about a-
recently pressing 7 grams at a time, and like I average like 1 point, let's say 6 of the first press, and I usually get all mine out on the first press, 190 degrees. Let it go for like, I don't know. I press for a long time, like 2.5 minutes, sometimes 3, and I usually get my best shit out on the first run or the first press, and I usually yield about 1.6, sometimes 1.7 per 7 grams. So I don't know, times that by
Yeah.
4, whatever that would be. So
Yeah, I'd usually
1.7
pack up
times
about
4,
4 grams into the little
almost a
cylinder.
quarter. Yeah, and you can
Press that at 180 for however long, and then you'd get about a gram out of 4 or 5 grams. So
yeah. So doing the math, I would maybe get about 6.8 out of an ounce, 6.8 grams, almost a quarter of dabs out of an ounce, and it all depends. There's so many variables. It depends on the flour. Did you cure it right? Did you let
was
it
it too
dry right?
dry? Yeah.
Did you get all the flipping leaves away? Because we don't need any leaves, to be honest. That's just gonna press out chlorophyll into your product, and you don't want that. Um, so many variables, but generally, yeah, quarter an ounce. That's usually pretty good.
It's not a bad percentage return with 25%.
No, I was doing the math last night,
No.
about 23% I was getting, and I'm pretty happy with that. As a heavy dabber, that keeps me satisfied and stoned.
Yeah, it's not
I
bad
think it
at all.
depends on the strain too, though, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I can
Returns
tell
can
you
be-
that right now. Like last night, I did 4 different
absolutely.
strains. Unfortunately, 2 of them were kind of unlabeled with my move. I didn't keep them labeled, which really sucks. But
Yeah.
definitely difference in weights. I was getting some that one that was, I think, 1.4, and then one that was like 1.6, and then my best was last night was 1.7. But yeah, and then I always do a second press, but my second press is kind of I hate to say a less desired. So it usually just gets shoved together in a ball that's sitting in my fridge. So I'm just gonna keep balling it up until I do something with it.
Make
But
edibles out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That I'll use it for a good cause like that. But yeah, uh, I try to get all mine out on the first smush. And remember, it's not about smushing the utter crap out of this thing. It's not just about smashing this stuff. It's about getting it smushed and heated, and then it'll kind of leak out of the cannabis. So don't just think you got to smash these things to flat. That's how you get a lot of blowouts, and you
Yeah.
get that real brownie, runny stuff. That's just a tip.
Real brownie runny stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a visual I needed while I was taking a sip of coffee.
Called Dabaria.
What
Did you
causes-
guys
wait a minute,
see?
what
I don't
causes
know
that?
who posted it, but somebody undid a bunch of their joint roaches and smushed
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that was
seen that.
It was
NV Closet
disgusting.
Grower
It
a
was
long time ago. Yeah,
disgusting.
man.
I was
smoking
like,
resin.
and I love my
Roach
roaches.
that-
I'll smoke roach weed any day of the week, but I'm not that. That's gonna probably be too much.
We're gonna cure you of that quick up here
Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah,
dude.
if it
Oh,
didn't,
you don't like roachweed here?
Yeah, we're gonna cure you of
No.
that.
Well, yeah, I guess I mean it was a matter of being in
It's a
prohibition
red
land
state.
and
Yeah, it's a red
running
state.
out.
100%.
So
Yeah.
like usually that's when I would go to that, but
Yep.
yeah, I have not smoked any up
Cheers,
here.
Fluffy.
There's no need.
You don't need to run out now.
Yeah, it's not. It's that.
Right.
Yeah, the glory land. I'll tell you that. But yep, yeah, I'm not pressing any roachweed. That's crazy.
Bake's already had his first harvest. Now he's doing good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Gotta keep it going. Might as well.
You set up perpetual now, or
Yeah, I should be ready here. In about 10, 12 days, I'll be popping some seeds and they'll go into veg for 30 days so that as soon as these are done, they'll go into flower. I've never had perpetual just because of like random things down in prohibition land. You know, you'd be like, oh, I'm
You're
done.
gonna
I got
love it.
money. I'm gonna reset, chill for a bit, get the heat that might be on me off, you know, and stuff like
Scrape
that.
this reclaim out of this rig and dab that real quick.
Oh,
Oof.
I've reclaimed. Yeah.
Ugh.
But hey, you keep your rig clean. Your
I'm with you.
reclaim
If you
can
have
be
really
some,
good
some
material,
good
yeah.
stuff. It can be
Yeah,
some
if your
good
reclaim's still
suicide
kinda golden,
stuff,
you know,
suicide
you're
slushy
alright.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You
Dro
can
is asking you a
solve-
question.
Yeah,
Baked.
dude. I definitely want a freeze dryer. That is on the list. Well, let's talk about that. DM
There you
me.
go. You might know
Oh
somebody.
hell yeah, dude.
And
Might
he
know
probably knows
somebody
how
that
to
could
fix it. I'll be.
potentially
I'll,
We're the right group of idiots to work on this.
We will
thing.
figure this
yeah,
thing
we'll
out.
figure it out.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
definitely
just
get a
some
hold
sort
of
of
Rob.
pump. It's gotta be some sort of pump to a little sealed area and a refrigerator unit.
As long as the
So,
computer and it's not bad, you're good.
yeah, yeah. Well, cool. I mean, let's do that.
yeah.
Forgot
step
all
up your
about
game.
Dro's freeze dryer saga.
Oh,
That's
that was
like
terrible, dude.
when you do the freeze
The
dryer,
worst.
that's like a level
Kinda
up,
epic.
or maybe even a couple levels up. Like that's
It's like trying to
definitely-
buy a car and getting fucked around for like
Oh,
3
look who it
months.
is. Motherfucking Red
Yeah.
Setter Farm. From
Drop
there
What
to
up, Red?
Science.
Here's Red.
He said put me
Hell
in,
yeah.
coach, or something, so I sent him an invite.
Hell yeah, Red.
Hell
Good
yeah.
morning, brother.
Good morning, Red. Wake and bake.
Good
dude.
morning.
Oh, he's got the sun in the window.
With a
It's
butterfly.
just like
Wait for it.
He's like uno momento.
Wait
He
for it.
came here
I'm
for
I'm trying to
hashtag.
stop.
for
I'm trying to stop the
hashtag.
loop. Yeah, hold on. I had Wake and Bake
Got
pulled
the
up. I
huge-
was watching.
Oh, this is
show.
huge
fancy.
video
So,
faux pas.
I
So
have
he's
to
got a
find where
bright
that-
ass
There's the
light
loop again.
behind him.
All right,
I know he's got a
it's
spin.
gone. I'm gonna
Hell of a
pop out chat
backdrop.
right now. I'm gonna switch over to live chat, and I'm gonna pop out chat right now as I'm speaking, so I can hang out with chat. I was in chat already, but I
Don't
was
300
forget while
it's
you're
been
down there.
180
Don't
degrees.
forget to hit the like button.
hit that.
been
3 minute
180
warning on
degrees,
your
Red.
Oh,
hashtag.
hash time.
3 minute
thanks.
warning,
Not yet.
people.
Not yet. Not
Thanks
yet.
for inviting me to the Wake and Bake, guys. I was here waking
Morning, Red.
and baking. I was actually
Morning.
awake before the show started, and I kind of forgot the show was happening for a minute.
Can
I actually
you,
saw you guys talking about it in chat, and then I
Blue
started-
kiss. That's what you would
Red.
get. His protection.
Red. Red, can you turn your camera away from the window?
Turn
With
my
you.
camera- Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah,
180
now I'm
degrees.
seeing other things here.
Well,
Here,
yeah,
let me
I mean,
I
be
thought he did it
conscious
on
here.
purpose. It was like some cool radio silhouette
Like
thing.
that.
There you go.
How's that?
Perfect.
Is that better?
Perfect. It's like the
Yeah.
worst
Oh,
way
shit,
to do a
that's a big-
video.
Close the window.
Now I know where we're at.
Put a spotlight right here. so
Nah,
you
the
can't
light
see
doesn't work.
shit.
Let's keep the light off. Let's use daylight.
How
Daylight
you-
settings
You're
today.
perfect, dude. Perfect.
How you feeling this morning, Red?
I feel good. How's the audio? Everybody
Great.
hear- okay.
Sounds
Great.
wonderful.
Good, sound
Y'all hear
good.
me?
Exceptional.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather.
I knew
yellow.
this would happen. So
Just
I asked for
preparing.
this.
Not to come. I mean, you welcomed me. I was going to
I
take my
did.
moment of silence and just sit here and toke my. I have a joint roll. Toke my joint.
wow. He was ready.
Well,
dude.
it is wake and bake time, so
Show's
Painted
been on
Lady
for an
says
hour.
polarity
Actually,
science
almost hash
question mark.
time.
What's that?
I am a waiting,
Oh, here we go.
waking, and a baking. Who says?
They're starting in yet.
Uh,
We're
well,
at the
Painted
polarity
Lady.
science.
Red
She said
Painted Lady.
polarity science question mark. What is that?
Okay,
Oh,
so
shots fired.
the month of March came in like a lamb and it roared like a lion. So just I'm going for
What?
April. It's now April. Well, it's I'm talking about March, but it
So
is
you're
now.
gonna have to go for April
No, but I
now.
want to hear what is this metaphor? Came in like a lamb? What?
It roared like a lion. So March,
I've
You'll
never
learn
heard
red.
that.
You'll learn red. It
March
won't be long.
will come in. March
I
will
like it.
March will reciprocate on its. Well, it'll opposite itself. It will. It'll come in like a lion and go out like a lamb, or it'll come in like a lamb and go out like. Usually, whatever it comes in as,
Oh,
you
I
can pretty much
reciprocate.
expect. You can expect the opposite, right? So this year it came in super warm, super hot, super nice, you know, and
Real
really,
hard.
that's
Hot and
like a
heavy.
metaphor for weather and just like overall season change. But for me, there was just a
Red
lot
weather,
going on.
yellow weather, red weather, yellow
Red weather, yellow weather. Oh, that's gonna really
Yikes.
get the W's rolling.
Ruined.
Hash time.
Yes.
It is hash time. Cheers, everybody. Smoke hash in the morning. Why not? Yeah. So some many both good and bad life events kind of occurred throughout the month. Also turned factor of 9 this month. I turned the good old 36 on my way to halfway to 40 now, through the 30s, which was a good thing overall, you know. But there was some other, we'll probably get into some stuff in polarity science. So what is polarity science? Thank you for asking. Actually, thank you for allowing me to shout this out for a moment. So I've been trying to really dive into this harm reduction, cannabis. Yes, all facets and aspects of medicinal medicine. Whatever somebody who may not be going through struggles in life and maybe attempting to work on these struggles independently, let's say self-medicate, or you're not self-medicate, you're actually getting advice from a therapist or something like that, which I strongly suggest or promote prior to
Happy
just
birthday, Lobster.
doing it alone. But anyways, more on that in the Polarity Science channel. But it's mostly, in short, harm reduction. You know, many different avenues throughout my life has directed me to really want to express my concern for the safety in a lot of substances, express my concern for the lack thereof, you know, real substances available, lack thereof education and just stuff like that, and just be more of a educational source, similar to the multitude of cannabis education sources that exist. There are a handful. I'd love to give a shout out to Adam from Psych Substance, Hamilton Morris from Vice, and even on a smaller scale, Quentin from the Quentin Experiment, who's kind of an up and coming, you know, educated psychonaut himself, younger guy who's really putting in more or less the solo kind of like experimentation. You know, he's not so much in the search for let's say mental help. He's more in the search for, you know, how what can it do and stuff like that. And he's also
a good vibes dude.
He's a great vibe, and he's very in tune to just the what is maybe not so much the subjective end of the psychedelic realm, but he's a lot more of the he's a lot more objective with his, he actually performs like experiments and stuff where he's very objective with his thinking and his thoughts. Even Sequence, he might be a good source for somebody to pay attention to for you if you're looking for legitimate, you know, possibly information
Right
and
on.
stuff like that. So
I love Hamilton stuff, dude.
and Hamilton is, of course, definitely objective with his stuff as well. He's actually performing chemistry, and so through the month of March, a very close quick encounter for myself. Met somebody who was a little bit of a longer encounter for a close friend of mine, and even closer friend of mine, this woman I've been dating has basically, her roommate had lost a friend to what we believe was a unknown cocktail of synergistic medications. He was already on some medications for, you know, mental health reasons, and then we are unsure of we assume opioid or something that synergist. That's the other hard thing about that, is it may or may not always be fentanyl reaction. It may or may not always be an overdose reaction. It might just be a synergistic response because of these medications. You don't know what they're going to do when they combine themselves with each other. And this could be something that you might think is, say, LSD, and it's 2CI or 2CB or something, and you're on other medications. Well, there is actually, if you are on things like SSRIs and stuff like that, and you do over medicate with, say, LSD, you can actually have serotonin syndrome, which could be fatal in itself. So you don't want to overdo it with serotonin. You don't want to do it with, you don't want to withdraw from serotonin either. So there's all kinds of just precautions, and that's the basis of polarity science. Get your meds tested. We may even go into how to test. We may even perform tests. We may, I'm definitely going to showcase fentanyl tests. I highly suggest that anybody who knows anybody who messes with powders of any kind should definitely have at least a handful of fentanyl strips on hand. Anybody who's into, like, say, opioids or anything like that, have fentanyl strips on hand. These adulterants exist, and I don't want to overtake the morning wake and bake with a polarity science.
Keep going. You're
No,
doing
that's
just
a good
fine.
message.
Keep going.
And they're
just,
cheap. Tests
Well,
are
like even
cheap.
celebrities overdose
You
on
showed me
fentanyl.
tests are cheap.
Correct.
So, like,
For $1.
you're not above it.
$1.
Like, you don't have the good source.
$1.
Like,
It's a
Your life
fraction of
is
what you
worth a
paid
dollar.
for that dose. You know, if you're worried about cost of your dose or whatever, you probably shouldn't dose. You know, you should
Might
pay
not be
for
in
your
that place, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pay for your experience. You know what I mean? And that's where it becomes less of a, I don't know. There's different facets to it, but it would be nice for it to be more affordable if you are using for mental health reasons. But at the same time,
Aliens.
the probably thoughts with that, probably like a macadosing, but there's room for that too. So
They come back.
damn.
Is
I
it him?
unfortunately have more than a handful. Go ahead.
Get him,
Were you saying
Boris.
something, Boris? You got some?
He's bringing you back.
Bringing me back.
Your
I'm coming
connection
back.
was breaking up there.
Oh,
right
it
now.
was.
You were-
Yeah,
you were
I
being
noticed that too.
abducted.
I was trying to look around. I actually started messing with a couple cables during that just a second ago.
I
It might-
never know if it's me or
I always have to
sometimes
look at
I'm-
somebody else to see if they're moving in the right
I'm,
time.
I'm like,
or
should I do a
please me.
speed test real quick?
Who would have
Is it
thought
over
this?
here?
I would have been one of these
Hey,
people.
there you go, Red.
I got microchipped this week, guys.
Hey,
You got
Nice.
5G
A
now.
good So Red says, who'd I thought that he would have been one of those people? And that's something that I was going to bring up is that chat probably thinks that you're like the weirdest guy, but
And
Red
you're
is
not.
one of the people that, one of the few people really that I've met in person that's more normal in person than they are on the internet. You know what I mean? He's just like a regular guy.
I play a very good role, don't I? No,
Yeah.
I mean, this part of you definitely exists because we've had these talks and,
I very much so
um,
exist.
you know,
Red, we found the Latino version of you in the DGC.
oh, you got to share this with me. What's
Yeah.
his name? What's his
Let
name?
me
Hold
let
on
me
a second.
look it up. It's DGC like
Is it Rojo?
Carlito,
Is
Share
it
but
it in
Rojo?
chat.
it's
No,
all
you-
underscores.
Should be
Chat's
Rojo,
gonna
man.
go crazy.
Okay, it's CB. I'll just share it in the chat. Yeah, that's smart. Underscore
Oh, I found it.
Carlitos underscore DGC is a member of the Duke Grow Show. Shout. And yes.
Wow, creepy.
And I was like,
Is this not Red?
It
I was
is
super
Red.
baked scrolling through Instagram and he posted that and I went, what is Red doing? And then I went, oh, it's fucking not Red. I forgot I started
Need to
following this guy.
Lifting weights back
I
here.
just need to
Yeah,
trim up
he's
my
about
side beard
that
a
guy's
little.
actually about
myself
like
a
doing
little.
cannabis and like doing weightlifting and staying healthy.
Just get
But
some
yeah, I
weird
thought it
times
looked kind of
and
like
everything.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Thank you for allowing me for a long introduction, guys. I'm here to join the Wake and Bake this morning.
What are you smoking on, Red?
I'm actually smoking on some Citrique this time. Not the reason I stick to such single. I'm always either smoking the Rainbow Driver or the Citrique. It's just like I'm a really focused, like trying to get shit done all day. And if I'm smoking a bunch of different stuff, might not happen. I might end up just wandering off into the sunset at some point and just falling asleep. So naps, I really enjoy naps. And sometimes I'm like, now's a good time for a nap. So I like to try to avoid those when I really have a lot to do. It just so happens lately I have a lot to do. So
Dude,
Citrique
Bugs
it
said
is.
different pheno.
That's the danger of dabs, dude. I'll just walk away to the dab rig, hit a dab, and then an hour will pass by accident, And you're like, fuck.
I have a
Better-
couple nice daytime dab. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll go get a little dab going. I have to go get Is my connection failing again, guys? Maybe it's
Getting
my
crispy.
Not a little, but not
a
more.
little bit.
You're
Is
good.
it video connection or audio connection?
Audio.
Audio. Okay, then it's definitely something going on.
I just think it's nut.
I got
Yeah.
on top. I got my vaccine Wednesday. And I got exposed last Saturday, and I'm on quarantine. And this just
So
it's like the
Red can't
craziest
come hang out
chunk of-
today.
I can't actually go hang out. I'm actually going to get a test. I haven't signed up. I have to do things prior to sign up. I actually have to pay my insurance bill because they want insurance information, and so I'm trying to make sure I got to do a couple things first.
He's saying that like they might be listening.
But
So funny.
yeah. So, anyways, that's it. That's me. Every time I'm going to mute, so I think it might have something to do with my mute button. Is actually what's going on.
Wearing that motherfucker out.
Muting and unmuting so often, it's not liking that. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit that mute, and that's what I'm smoking on.
What are you
Cheers, everyone.
drinking? What are you drinking? You got ginger
I
tea?
actually, yeah, man. I actually have some decaf coffee, some Roost Roast, local Ann
That's
Arbor.
just playing with it. Decaf
Roost
coffee.
Roast Decaf, yeah. Because there's
What's the purpose of that?
It's a flavored coffee. It's it's the aromas, the flavonoids, and I get a little bit of caffeine. I don't like to like boost myself with caffeine. I get a little anxious, so I like to also
Get a little anxious.
anxiety. Little anxious.
Could anyone believe that? Anyone?
No, because where's the caffeine in the decaf?
There's a little bit of caffeine.
There is a little
There
bit.
is?
Slight bit of caffeine.
I don't
Yeah.
drink
It's like
coffee.
30.
So
It might be like 30 milligrams.
thought it was
Unplugged
like,
said mids
man,
and decaf.
20 milligrams.
I'd be testing it and be like, excuse me, my decaf has 3 ppms of caffeine. I'm gonna need a refund.
To somebody like me who's I'm just very, very susceptible to the slight changes of mood. I'm very susceptible to chemicals and substances. I don't know what it is, what happened. I think it's a very intense 25I trip.
There's
that I
still
accidentally
3%. Okay.
10 years ago. But
Yeah.
ever
It's
since,
actually higher
more-
than I
the
thought
more
it would
you
be.
know.
I've been incredibly sensitive to everything. If I eat a tiny bit of sugar, I'm like,
It should
like
be
just-
called
wild.
decaf-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
It is kind of
I'm sitting here
decaf.
drinking dark
So what is
roast
it
coffee.
saying? Oh, only 7 milligrams. So I was way
Yeah.
off with the 30.
Eh,
You were way off with the
That's-
30, but I thought it
yeah,
was going
but
to be
it-
less
yeah,
than 3%.
That's for an 8-ounce
Oh, okay.
cup. Most people
Okay.
don't drink an 8-ounce
Yeah, and
cup
that's
of
8
coffee
ounce
these
cup.
days.
Yeah, it's like a 6, at
Yeah.
least 16, at least 2 cups.
now if you're hitting Starbucks.
Yeah,
I
'cause
gotta
this
get
was
15, 20.
this was cup one of
Grande.
coffee. I had to bring another
Also,
one. Cup
I've
two.
also not I didn't even brew it through a coffee pot. I put my coffee in a tea strainer and I just poured hot water through it. So I'm just basically drinking
Cowboy style.
teed coffee. Yeah, oh yeah, I like it. I like it thick, dark, rich. I like it nasty, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I drink raw kombucha and stuff. I gotta have real heavy flavors. So it's a little ton of muck in my gut, for a little while. I get the day rolling.
Yeah, I like the Kavitas. I like the clean, what I call the clean kombuchas.
Kavita
Yeah.
does taste very.
Just couldn't
clean
get past the
compared to-
taste of it, man.
I have a new one.
Really?
No,
Did you
I wanna
notice
show
the
you.
assortment of flavors?
I got one that's
it was just
super
like
cidery.
too vinegary, man.
Which one did you have?
Wow, it was fucking blueberry one.
Oh, I never had that one. I had the lemon one
I was
and then
like,
the
"Ooh," I
raspberry
just
lemon one.
Couldn't get behind it, man.
Oh, we'll get you on board one day.
So
Good
I
for your
got-
gut.
I
Yeah,
have this
man.
one here by Brew Doctor. I don't know if you guys have tried this one. This one's pretty
See,
vinegary.
that's where I draw the line, Red. When they start packaging it in 1920s
guava.
poison bottles,
poison.
I don't want to fucking drink it.
And
Yeah,
old-timey
see?
pharmacy
I
bottle.
want
I
to do
can't
like my
do
own
it.
label on
It's
it
too
with a skull and
strong.
crossbones.
You
That's-
don't like it either, Tara?
There's
No?
a
No.
berry one. I
No,
can't
and
do
I've even
berry.
tried a few
No,
different
I like
kinds to try to
berries
get it.
though.
This
the
is
full
like as
go and-
deep as I can get with it because the berry one just
What is
tastes
that?
like
Lemon ginger?
This is lemon ginger, and this has
Yeah.
enough of a cut of lemon
an
and ginger
easy-
that's
yep.
all right.
That one's
The
harsh.
other one, I'm guessing is the same
Harsh.
percent of
Put some
I'm
hair on
guessing
your
it's the
chest.
same
there,
percent
boy.
cider or whatever it is. It tastes like I'm drinking straight cider vinegar. Like
Oh,
it's tough.
Yeah.
So I
with a
can't stand
hint of
vinegar,
berry
so I
added
haven't
to it.
jumped on board with any
Yeah,
of that
see,
yet.
there you go.
I can imagine. Yeah,
We're not
Porge,
alone.
if
We're not
you don't
alone.
like vinegar.
Not all
you
of them are
definitely-
not all of them. Are
Oh,
super
I can't.
strong.
The smell of it. None of
They're
it.
all
Sequence, was it you
vinegar.
that just put up the synergy? Was it the synergy? Yeah, that one's not that vinegary. Those ones taste like juice almost.
This is
Those ones really
guava.
don't taste like kombucha.
I haven't had this
Shake it,
before. I just wanted to try
shake it.
different brands until I.
Vinegary.
So that and what we were joking about, like the starter booch or something like that. It's kind of like something you could get like the flavor rolling with. Like it is an acquired taste, so it's something you really have to titrate up on, and that could be easy.
Starter booch is definitely.
You
a
cut it
secret.
with
give
water.
me a-
If you-
There's
it's-
Give me a
levels to the
can and
game.
I'll
There we go. Fluffy.
give me a
is with
can and
me.
I'll just shotgun it.
Oh,
I like
you're
that.
just trying to
Straight
hurl.
to the gut, man. Straight
Oh,
to the gut.
no.
Let's see it.
It
Like,
was a
that bitch
time where I
reverse real
hated
quick.
IPAs, and I eventually
About it.
liked IPAs, and yeah.
I see where you're coming from, Red, with the IPA thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even coffee, like coffee was something where like tea, like it was all something originally that I needed sugar with, and eventually worked my way down to like the as raw as it could possibly get. Even with tea, now I don't like a lot of caffeine in tea because I actually physically get sick from it. I don't know what it is about it, but I actually have gotten like lightheaded, nauseous. I'm gonna pass out, and actually like gotten sick from just tea. But that was definitely over steeping, things like that.
Probably may have
It's
had
so
something else
sad,
in
right?
there, some kind of mushrooms in there.
no, not even. Just usually actually I don't do a lot of caffeine and stuff if I'm mixing. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. Like if I'm in the middle of it and then I feel like I could use a little caffeine would be fun or cool, might synergize with it well, or maybe it'll help the day. I might do it. Otherwise, I try to like wait for the experiences to kind of take hold before I decide to like make any synergies. And caffeine's one of those ones that can boost anxiety. So that's just, one of those things I try to avoid during my day. I don't know if you can hear it, but my phone's ringing. So I'm going to volume out real fast. I'm sorry.
Popular person, Red Center Farm.
So, anybody, I'm gonna ask this every time. Anybody pop any seeds recently or planning to?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
What are you
just
popping?
transplanted. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just
When you gotta get you popping.
actually, Gene Supply, dude, actually hooked me up because I ordered some seeds, those West Coast sour diesels, and then they got a hold of me and let me know that they were running that special where you buy like 2 5-packs or whatever, and they'll give you a free pack. So they sent me a free pack of seeds, this fucking sweet mug from
Oh, dope.
North Star Genetics, dude, and then some freebies. Queen of Hearts, it's Killer Queen times Deadhead OG.
Ooh,
Oh,
I had
hell
that Deadhead
yeah.
OG in a cross before I liked.
Heck
dude.
yeah.
Well, the Frisco OG is what's crossed into the sour diesel, and that's Hell's Angel OG times Deadhead OG. So
Cheers, hypothetical partner.
I hope
That's
you
a-
find
that's
a
a good
keeper in
deal.
that sour diesel, man.
yeah, dude, I'm gonna run
Yeah,
this.
he should.
I'm
But
excited.
yeah, they got sales coming up. Everyone might have some Easter sales if you're looking for seeds, and then get ready. 420, big one. That's our
Yep.
Black
Yeah,
Friday of
dude.
seeds. It should be. Any good seed
Stock
bank
up.
will give you like a good chunk percent or at least a BOGO.
Morning, Stabby.
It's you.
Great Lake Genetics. I know already started their deals. You can get like a BOGO Bodie right now,
Yeah, man.
or starting April 1st. So right now.
Yep. Get your
And
seeds on
yeah,
420 and your newts on Black Friday.
yeah. That's a good
Stock up.
tip. But yeah,
Cheers,
that's
Caribou Heart
awesome.
Organics.
I'm still waiting to pop some, but probably by next show I'll be talking about it.
Oh
But
yeah.
What are you guys
Yeah.
gonna run outdoors this year if you're gonna do any outdoor?
if I do anything, it's gonna
autos?
have to be a little auto. Yeah. just
Auto?
not-
I'm gonna do
yeah.
those 2020 autos, man.
I'm gonna pass
It's
them
just
out
such
today.
a
They did.
It's
I
just
think
such a
they're doing like
solid, dude.
multiple runs or something of it. Are they? Because they
Yeah.
emailed again with a new breeder
yeah,
collaboration or something for
What are they
round
saying
2
now?
or
What-
3.
What's round two?
bean something.
Bean, yeah, I
Baked
tried to
bean?
click on it last night.
Yeah,
Baked
the
Bean
baked bean.
Genetics. And so yeah, it's pretty interesting because I was like, well, maybe I'll get in on that, but I clicked on it, it didn't work, so I went to
Yeah,
bed.
yeah. The link went dead.
It was like 1 p.m., 1 in the morning. They gotta fix some link. They'll find out and fix it. But yeah, shout out in the chat. Somebody said they were popping. Oh, Intuitive Genetics is popping DJ Short's Blueberry F5.
F5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
Nice.
be a good one. I know
Nice.
me and Skilbo are big Blueberry fans.
Yeah, man.
So
Dude, I'm smoking some blue gelato
Mm.
right now. Cheers to Dro for sharing the cup.
Yeah,
oh
that's nice.
yes. Dro, when I first came to Michigan and visited Sequence, he picked me up from the airport
Cheers,
and he
peace
gave
and love.
me Jack Herr and Blueberry, and they were both phenomenal. But yeah, that Blueberry, I remember showing Skilbo at the meet. It
Yep.
was so terpy and good.
Yep.
It was a great smoke too.
Yeah, that's what I
But
told him when I
yeah.
met him. I was like, dude, I've smoked your shit before I've ever met you. It's kind of cool.
Drove
Yeah.
Oh,
me
yeah.
for the hookup, man. He picked him up and they hung out and smoked down, and then I
We
picked
went
up
to a
Dave
rec
from
place.
McDonald's.
Yeah, then we went to McDonald's.
Back when Dro
You brought
used
a
to press
pre-roll.
flour.
What did you buy
Yeah.
a pre-roll of?
Well, no, oh, the pre-rolls were freebie or something. No,
okay.
maybe we bought them, but they were one of them was Mac 1 from Mint and Canico and the other was GMO from Mint and Canico.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you bought them specifically because of
Yeah,
the.
I think we bought them, but yeah, it was I had never had GMO or Mac 1 because being Prohibition Land, first of all, I don't trust anybody telling me anything in Prohibition Land on names unless you show me you
Right.
grow, which nobody does. You know, nobody's gonna show random people, or at least they
Or
shouldn't.
unless it smells exactly like it's been described to be smelled.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Or
And you're like,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah.
it could be.
So to my knowledge, I hadn't had GMO or Mac 1. But shoot, nobody was using those names anyways down there. I had to explain those to my friends, like, yo, we need GMO down here, stuff like that. But yeah, I hadn't had it, so that was really neat to just have the pre-rolls and I remember taking it out and we were driving and we were finding a place to smoke and I was smelling the GMO and I was like, bro, I think they gave us like an old paper. It's like it's old joint paper. Yeah. And he goes, let me smell that.
This thing get wet or
Smells it.
something?
He goes, no, that's GMO. I go, that's GMO from flour. And like I was just amazed at like the terp profile could
You know
be
what I would
so
say
crazy
on
because you really
GMO
only get one kind in Florida
is
unless you're growing
if you
yourself.
haven't had GMO before and you finally do, somebody gives it to you in a joint, like I want to bring back the art of the dry hit on the joint. Some of these new flavors that are coming through, you really want to try to dry hit whatever it is, even if you like, I don't know, let's say you put a bowl in, just dry hit the bowl before you fire it up. And you'll be able to experience a lot of these different flavors that you might lose or not be able to, really, really pull out of the smoke,
Yeah. I like that.
Well, Nursky Kid never had GMO flour before. I think she was really,
No, I kept explaining to her it's potent too because
she really,
she's
I
got
mean, the
high tolerance.
first
like
hit,
me.
she looked at me and she said, I feel that. I feel
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
that's
I know you do.
that's what happened with the Donny Burger, and the Donny Burger's lineage is all based
so
off of
good, too.
GMO. So it makes sense. And yeah, so like yeah, now we're gonna get a cut of GMO and we're gonna have some GMO for her because she likes that and I mean I like it. Who doesn't like GMO?
Right. That's my
And
favorite thing about being a genetic collector is being able to like grow GMO and be like, this is GMO, or be like,
yeah.
or this is Trop Cookies, or this is Mac
Mhm.
One, and be the one that can actually be sure that they're sharing the real thing with somebody and give them that experience or whatever.
Yep.
GMO especially, because that one gets you high as hell.
Got some.
Yeah. Yep. A big advocate of buying GMO crosses. If there's a strain out there you like, say example, you're a Durban Poison fan. You just love Durban Poison. Go find the guy that mixed it already with GMO and try that. And I bet you'll be impressed because it seems like GMO just has like that touch, so
Some of the great strains do, like anything that you push to platinum with seems to really bring out the frost, or
that's a good, yeah.
it's very dominant genetics. once you
OG
find
Good
it.
point.
OGKB brings out frost.
Yes. The Kush
So,
breath.
yeah. But yeah. So
Yeah, that Grateful Breath I grow gets really fucking frosty.
Stabby wanted to know
Stabby.
if I've had Lemon G. No, I have not,
Yeah.
but I've heard good things about it.
Stabby said he got past a Lemon G joint at Indo Expo and he knew instantly. So that's always a good, pro to have on a cannabis. If you can taste it when you hit it through that paper, because that's what Donnie Burger did for me. That's some strong terp.
Cheers, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I
wanna
miss
give a
the
sh-
old dry hit thing, man.
That's
Yeah.
just, it's something where, you know what I mean? If everybody's talking about the flavor, like the flavor of Mac, you should probably
Yeah.
dry hit it before you just fire it up.
Like
So
back
you
in
can
the
try to
day, you
figure
used to
out.
pass a joint around and everybody would dry hit it and then you
Yes.
smoke it.
That's
Yeah.
the way I came into it. I want to give
Now
a
we have-
shout out to Caribou Heart Organics. They were nice enough to have me on their show this week, and they're all in the chat and representing. Really good dudes. It's a chill format, just like ours is. Make sure you go check them out and subscribe to them. I'm not sure when they always go live, but it seems to be around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It was like Friday late night, and then they had a Sunday wake and bake, and I was on a Tuesday bullshit session.
So Prophet just noticed that this is the red that you were
Yes, this is the Red that they want on next. They want Polarity Science / Red Setter Farm
Yeah.
to guest on their show. So they wanted us to talk.
Red,
to
we
you.
got to link that up, dude. Red, can you do their show one day? You're muted.
He's muted. He's a professional. He's ready for prime time.
I muted him when he walked away because there was noise in the background.
Oh, is that what's been going on? Because I've been sitting here with my shit unmuted. I've been like talking. I've been talking over Scobo and like
Oh, I'm sorry.
apologizing here and there and like doing some of these whole. Yeah, I would actually love to do their show. I have to email them back. I got caught up this week with some stuff. A lot of it had to do with the notification of contact, and I had to go on quarantine from work, and so I've been reversing my.
Your personality is going to mesh with their show really well.
Oh, very nice. Yeah,
Really well.
Really want to familiarize.
They had
Support
nothing
their
but
show.
good things to say about all of us over here. And like I said,
haven't-
they had Painted Lady was on there, Sequence was on there, Spartan was on there.
Yeah, I really got to catch more content here lately. You know, it's getting into that season where I'm going to be doing a lot more like outdoor garden work and stuff. I'm going to have my earpods in, and indoor garden work. I'm just going to be doing a lot more garden work
see?
in general. So,
Family Farms is subbed up to Caribou. Right.
It was a good season. So I got to get over there and sub up as well.
Oh,
I haven't
Painted
even
Lady
gotten
is
to some
spitting
of my
facts,
other
bro.
normals.
Red
What you got going?
sleepovers have really put a damper on Polarity Science curriculum.
Man, I'm
She's
telling
staying
you,
on you about this Polarity Science bit, dude.
Poor Red.
It's not so I lost my internet for like 2 weeks. A week of it, it was
Where
coming
did
and
you
going.
lose your internet?
That's like a fridge running joke. Oh
It was
god.
I had a bad my route. It would come and go, right? So the internet would come and go. It eventually went, and so I ended up having to get a new router. In doing
It's like a bad
so,
girlfriend.
it was nice though. In doing so, I finally got rid of like my cable because I haven't watched television in like 8 months, and
Everyone's doing it. Cut the cable.
Alice, as a new woman, can kill content quick. Can you blame them?
True. It's all good.
no, it actually had nothing to do with that. A lot of it also had to do with my birthday was one of the evenings, and I was just kind of in a state where it probably would have been good for Polarity Science, but might not have made the best informative content. Or maybe it would have. I don't know. But anyways,
I
Morning
think
light.
that's the kind of content a lot of people are expecting.
yeah,
The
that
kind of content you're trying to deliver is something different.
may happen. I'd hope to make it a little more informative. I suppose I can get a little chatterboxy.
Red is a man of many
but-
different moods
You know what I mean,
and
Red?
mindsets.
Like
I
most
did.
of our viewers are expecting you to ramble and stuff, and you're hoping to do like a Hamilton Morris type show. And I'm excited to see where it lands on
Where
the
it meets in the middle.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a
In the-
middle. There's going to definitely be kind of a middle ground of that. That's what's going on. I got a question. What's a dry hit? So this is a dry hit. I have a joint right here, and then I'm gonna pop on it just a couple times, as if I were taking a normal toke without it being lit. It's gonna give me the essence. It's gonna give me the flavor.
Appreciate. Yeah, man.
Might give me some smell. Taste, smell are so related, but it's definitely gonna that's gonna be the, because once you light it, it's smoke and everything. But
especially on
that
strong
is-
terps. It's incredible.
oh yeah, with this citric, I'm tasting lots of grapefruit and lime, just lots of citrus, sweet citrus. Yeah. Well, anyway, back to that. Yeah, so obviously around the birthday in the first couple of weeks of the month, yeah, man, we had some stuff go down, and then I was definitely probably got distracted the first couple of weeks of the month. But now that it's April, I do want to run a show. I want to start the show probably after Bro Show Live. I feel like that's a good time slot. I'm already, dedicated on Sunday nights to the Bro Show Live. So I'm already,
Double down. You're gonna pull a
Doing that.
spark.
Their schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
do a double
might
show.
as well just do the show that night.
Do you typically work Mondays?
I typically work Mondays, and then when I get off of work, it's like rush on over to late sesh. But usually by the time the late sesh is over at 1 a.m., I'm ready to crash.
Oh, so you go
or-
into work pretty late then.
I go into work usually I work pretty late, and then there are some days, kind of depends, man. Like I work 1 to 2 a.m. shifts a week usually, where I work like maybe 2 to 3 PM shifts a week, you know, so it kind of balances itself out well. But I also only work like 4 days a week out on the east side because I work on the far west side a couple other days of the week, and then I work
Far
here in
west
Ann Arbor
side.
area in between, you know, whenever I can. So just kind of always here and there. So I think Sunday nights after the Bro Show live is when I would hope that everybody would want to switch on over to the Polarity Science channel. Polarity Science is an active channel at the moment. It is a active channel at the moment, in case I was
You can subscribe to it and turn
Kinda
on
subscribe to that.
notifications.
when I stop jibber jabbing and I'm able to do two things at once. Yeah,
One
I don't
thing
know.
at
However
once?
many things, I don't know. I can't do more than one thing at once. Let's just say that. So at the I'll link that link here in just a moment.
I'm gonna say Spartan said you're gonna be on the rambling side on your show. What do you think about that?
Probably on a lot. It's gonna
We'll see how it unfolds.
ramble. Hopefully, I'll have some people
But
like
you know, the late
It's
sessions
easy
and all
for you to
ramble
fall
either.
into that lane.
It's educational to a point, and then the wheels go off, and we have fun with it, and then it comes back around. We make another couple valid points and answer some questions, and it's a good hangout.
You could
It'd
really
be-
rein him in if you wanted to, but it would just kill the essence.
No, it does. Everybody doesn't. They don't want that, man. They like the interplay of me trying to rein him in, but not actually doing it.
I loved the show you guys did where he talked for like the last 26 minutes straight.
Chat was letting him know.
It was so funny.
Spartan and I just get blown the fuck
That
out,
was-
man.
it was,
Just laugh.
That was like a pre-polarity science episode, I believe. That was
Yeah.
probably like 3 weeks ago, late session. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Painted Lady.
And it's getting ready to be spring, and it's getting ready to be summer, and there's even more movement right now for a lot of these states. I mean, the whole state of Michigan, I think, is going to be up. Decrim Nature is working on putting up the whole state of Michigan, so that could be huge. I think it's specifically for psilocybin at the moment, but if they roll
That'd be nice.
all entheogenic plants, I mean, shoot, I'll be happy with just psilocybin because it's gonna free up. It's gonna free up moving it around. You know, it's gonna free up so much stuff. I mean,
Sure.
Like, I saw a real
Festivals and
well, you know, I saw a real funny like, and I've thought about this for years, but it was just such a simple meme. It was so simple. It was like there's no restrictions on like harm on like poisonous, like deadly. There's no restrictions on like most deadly stuff. There's a lot of restrictions on all kinds of things, but like there's things that you can get your hands on that are very, very toxic if you accidentally consume them. And there's very little restrictions on them, like in a simple grocery store, you know. And there's all kinds of crazy restrictions.
Red's
on
trying to
some
build
of
bombs
these.
in a grocery store. You're gonna get us banned.
Sorry, not at all. Anyways, yeah, man, I just think that it would be awesome for the world of mental health to kind of free up and open up to a new world of natural mental health healers. You know? It
Yeah.
affects us all in some way or another.
tell you what, Red, we hung out for a weekend in South Haven and you changed my life forever.
Yeah, man.
Sir.
There you go.
So that was a good time.
Weekend.
Shaman Red. Shaman Red.
On the reciprocal of that, you all changed my life forever. In many ways.
I
You
hope
just
that
had
we
to-
can
you had to-
replicate. Like, if I know you can't trap that weekend in a bottle, but I hope we can replicate it because it was like almost perfection. So good.
It's being very natural. That's the whole thing. Is when there's very little facade, it's
We
a lot
will-
easier.
We can replicate. We will never duplicate. Absolutely.
It's great.
Definitely replicate it though. We can get about as close as the next setting can get us to another.
I love talking about how you paid for a room and then slept on the floor. In the living room. Like all the different stories about South Haven were incredible.
Yeah, I didn't even care for
A lot of us slept on the floor. I slept with Diamond one night.
So funny.
There was one night I didn't even sleep.
Diamond could not figure out what the hell. So we were up basically 24 hours a day. I think we had maybe like 3-4 hours of decent. Everybody was asleep every day. And Diamond was just like walking around at like 3 a.m, like trying to figure out why we were all still awake. And then eventually she would just go crash out. But she tried real hard, real hard.
Some of the funnest parties are when, you know, strobe lights and disco lights are going well on into like sunshine time. You know, the curtains are just remain drawn until like, you know, probably like 10, 11 o'clock, and it's summertime. So that means the sun's been up for like 4 or 5 hours. Those are fun mornings.
and then Tara makes breakfast.
What are we talking? Pancakes?
We had everything, man. We had such
Everything?
a,
Well, it's
we had such
officially
a
the
wrap
last.
of food.
It's officially the
Martin
last
made
half hour of
his
the show,
breakfast
so it's
too.
okay to make people hungry now. So you can talk about all the good food.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
I
gonna shout out today.
Mm.
Shout out to Oreo O's. I'm glad they brought these back.
Oh, I know those are so
I got them.
good.
I got them within hand reach and distance. I've been munching.
I think there's 2 companies that make them right now.
Oh,
You
really?
can get the box, and I think you can get them in a bag too.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't be bad. Get a whole bag of them. I saw
Right.
these the other day. I was like, right up my alley.
Diabetes, here I
Yeah,
come.
dude, they're really good.
Okay, boomer.
Watch and see.
Worried
That
about my
shit-
my sugary cereal y'all invented.
Shit, I'm worried about all that food. There ain't no such thing as food no more.
Oh yeah, well that's a good point. I've thrown that out the window.
There-
Just
oh,
to,
who's
just
a boomer
to,
now?
just to
huh?
sustain me.
Sustain me. I
Yeah,
need these little mini corn dogs to
He's a
sustain
very
me.
perplexing person, man.
yeah. But yeah.
Good time. It's a good time trying to figure out all of that.
Okay. What's a spring fan? They're talking about spring fans in
know.
stock. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. Ethos is good stuff. He's all friends with Ross.
Meaning buy your fans now, since it's spring and they're starting to supply them. Is go if you're gonna buy a new fan,
Oh.
try to jump on it
I
before
forgot y'all
can't
have
find any.
seasons up here. Yeah. We sell fans year
all
round in
year
Florida.
round down there, baby.
Yeah, you gotta keep that air flowing.
You lose me. My computer died. I gotta plug it
You're
in.
back?
Zero. Oh, there it goes.
Baby, come back.
Abolish. Take more FSO to counter diabetes. Sounds good to me.
I said you're back, and then he left.
He's gone again.
Rasta Jeff, never heard of him. I like the lemon Jeffrey. I'm partial to the citrus terps though, so it's not a big surprise, but it's one of the ones that's representative of the name.
So let's talk citrus terps in your garden. Is it OKC
Ooh.
that is the most citrusy that you have, or what?
I don't
Probably
think so.
probably Trop Cookies.
Okay.
I got Trop Cookies, OKC, Citral Glue,
Citral glue might be.
Of the
Liberty
Fucking
Haze now.
Dude, I love citral glue.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot.
I don't know. You might have what's the fritter?
Apple fritter.
The fritter might
Is that
be citrusy. I don't know.
yeah, it's supposed to be it's
I don't
sour
know
apple.
if yeah, is this you know how they name them sometimes. You never know if they meant to name them for something else
Right.
or
Yeah.
for the actual flavor you're supposed to
Ooh.
get.
I'm so
Dank
excited to
Farmtron
grow
says,
that.
has anyone tried early lemon berry? Dude, yes. We had
Yes.
early
Yes,
lemon
we
berry
have.
this
Sounds good.
summer from Doc's Outdoor. It thing produced the main stalk on it. It grew really weird, so he planted it in like a diagonal angle, and all of the side branches grew into tops, and the base of it was the size of a 20-ounce Mountain Dew bottle. It was
Wow.
fucking crazy, man. Just in his outdoor
Damn.
bed that he has around the place, man. And that was like one of Tara. How many plants were just in the box around the house? Maybe 8. There was
Yeah,
like the
maybe.
power skunk, the early lemon berry, the slurricane.
I'm trying to find pictures actually.
There was another. What the fuck else? Was there Oreos over there? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's in the corner.
it'll take me forever to find the picture. But I do have pictures of it. It was beautiful and it was very tasty. Great smoke.
The early lemon berry was an Ethos, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. It sounded like a good outdoor strain in that it like flowered quick,
Fucking blew up too.
you know, and that's
Yeah.
important in Michigan. Always something we look for.
Hoping for a nice warm summer for growing.
Definitely.
I think
We usually
Oh.
like last year was a bad year and still was a good year for a lot of people.
I think it's yeah, I mean it's all preparation. Get your shit going, you know, so that you can pop it out when the scientists say, "Hey, we're done with frost."
Well, Sequence's greenhouse setup was pretty fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
You
You can
know,
work around anything if you have enough money.
and enough property, you can do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if I ever got a greenhouse, I'd probably just buy like a Grandio type or something.
it was
I haven't
just
found
so
any other.
fucking big, though, dude. Like you just can't even imagine how
But they
many
count as your
plants
There's
walls.
a lot of
that you can put in there. Was
Then I
just
don't have to spend an
fuck.
arm and a leg fencing in my property or something, you know?
Well,
we
that's what we said. Money was
flowered-
no object. Then
Oh,
you
well,
could do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
flowered 36 photoperiod plants.
Can't find it.
That's it in that greenhouse.
But how many of the autos did you have? Because I thought that was a really clever way that you had figured out to do that. Was you started autos first?
I can't really
He had about 30, if I remember,
no, but
when I would ask.
we grew and harvested them several times, and
Right.
at more than half of the summer we were over plant count, allegedly. So, but we harvested like over 70 autos probably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Exactly. The anvil and the what was the other one? Was somebody's widow?
Bobby's widow.
Bobby's widow.
Oof.
Yeah.
And then there was a third one too.
Haze.
Jim?
It was a haze.
Yeah, there was a haze, and then
I didn't get to try that one.
And then the
we grew them in like 3 or 4 different
Didn't you-
batches.
Did you have the
Red's
CBG
back.
one? From
Well, and then I
Mandalorian?
harvested a bunch of yeah, they were regular autos, green
Yeah.
machine. So we planted, I believe, like 70, and then sexed them like at day 14 or so. And then all of the ones that were male, which was just about exactly half, we planted again as seeds and then sexed those. And then again, like 14 days later or whatever, we sexed them and planted again. So we had multiple waves of autos. And they were just like in between the other plants while the photos were small. And then once the photo period plants got big enough, we didn't need the autos anymore, and we didn't have room for them. So it worked out well as far as timing goes. If you were to do a greenhouse, I would recommend it.
Yeah, y'all built a really, really nice greenhouse.
It was just a
I got to
wise
see it
usage.
once or twice, and yeah, the construction was really well made. Good area space.
The airflow
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Oh yeah, but
I
yeah,
learned a lot. I learned a lot over the summer. That
Okay.
was a really
We'll just keep
But-
twisting the knife.
But to say this though,
Right,
the sequence was how many hours a day were you putting in between your regular life and your grow life? How many hours a day were you putting in back then? Because it was
What do
crazy.
you mean, like work?
Yeah.
It's the same now. Like all of the hours that I'm awake are working hours, and then sometimes I substitute in the leisure hours. Like even yesterday, I had leisure stuff to do, so I painted my grow room before I did that. You know, it's
Looking good, man.
like
Second
grown
cover.
up stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
You just make time for everything and get everything done.
Well, as a grower, one of your things is you want to get your grow up and optional and operational, excuse me,
Yeah.
as soon as you possibly can. So
Yeah,
Don't
we
put
got to
enough.
prioritize things. Like you can't.
I think we should do an Amish
know.
grow room build out today where everybody just comes in and brings some fucking power
Hey!
tools. Everybody
Funny
brings
as
some
hell.
fucking wood and we can just have that
That'd
that's
be
done
cool.
before sundown.
For
oh
sure.
yeah.
Funny. But yeah, you got to remember, like doing the show stuff. I mean, a lot of the
Yeah,
people
oh,
that
yeah.
are involved in the show spend a lot of time in the background doing show stuff too, and you got to remember to take care of yourself sometimes. Place some priorities on doing that.
Real life.
Like Red and his life, you know, I can't give him too much shit, so it's good. Life is good, man. You're gonna see the house. You're gonna like it.
Yeah,
And,
man.
yeah, I've been making time for all the stuff that I've had to do here for sure.
It's a sweet pad.
Sure, says Skilbo's trying to get the barn built today.
Dude, I'm always trying to get. I told Sequence when we first talked about it. He was like, "I got extra room." I was like, "Dude, I got power tools, man. That's all it
Yeah.
Hey,
is."
I gotta
bring
order
them
the
down
carpet.
and leave them if you're not gonna use them.
We're about at the step
need 'em.
where I gotta start ordering wood and stuff.
Yeah. And certain power tools. I don't have many power tools. I don't know about sequence. But
Shredder, I haven't given him no
I got tools.
$1.58.
You need tools, man.
Porch.
I got
Perfect.
tools.
Oh, that was red.
Thank you,
it's
Shredder, for
cool.
bringing up the $1.58.
We'll
There
need
we
'em.
go.
Unbelievable.
Still lives on in infamy.
Oh wow.
Listen, I don't have that kind of money, dude.
I know you got it all wrapped up in a mortgage now. I mean, that ship
Yeah.
has definitely sailed.
Listen, the check is in the mail, dude.
$1.58 comeback.
I sent it to your old
I
address.
still blame it all on Zeke.
You got a
He was
forwarding?
lying when he said
you
he
even write a
would
check that
pay me
low?
back.
Well,
Dun, dun, dun,
is that even
dun.
possible? Will the bank cash that?
No. Yeah, they will.
58.
Just deposit it
probably.
to your account, man. You'll be good.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you
Ooh,
ever
Dan, what do you
filed
got?
for like a class
I feel like the
action?
paper is worth
Look at
more than
Dan
the
drop
with
this
the
one.
rock solid hands.
Get like a class action lawsuit for using the wrong kind of deodorant, and they say you're gonna get cancer someday. So you're like, all right, cool, and you sign up for the thing, and then they send you a check for like 37 cents.
That's 37 cents.
Yeah, dude. That's good stuff.
There you go.
Don't drop it, Dan.
Don't drop it.
You're muted.
You see, he's muted, but can't do anything
No,
about it.
he's
The
stuck
value
in
of
his
being
stuck.
in the papers, probably.
Fuck. You can read his lips though.
Yep. Fuck.
Fuck, man.
Boom.
And you're the best.
Here it comes.
Now my fingers are sticky.
Oh,
Primal, can you see?
Oh,
Is it-
there it went too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all right. Primal punch dry suit.
Beautiful. At least you had your hand under it this time.
we're like,
Yeah.
Don't let it get hot.
Off the glove. Off the glove.
So yeah, that's
Beautiful.
about put in
You know
a
how-
bowl and puff on. I just got that from this morning's trimmings here.
Hell yeah.
It's really good, Dan.
Okay.
You pressed my dry sift, and I've been dabbing on it here. I've got a separate nail for it, and I really love it.
so good.
You got a lot of it.
Very good. It turned out so good.
Man, the one jar is so funky.
Dude, yeah, man. People would come over. I was like, hey, you guys gotta smell this shit. Yeah, it was amazing, man. Thank you for letting me do that.
You're welcome, dude. Thank you for doing it for me. And I kept trying to get Dan to take some, but I don't know if he ever did.
I didn't. I did a dab though of it, both of them. Usually on the dab tool, I always get a big old clump, so I'll dab that.
The best kind of friend. He didn't even take a cut.
Nope.
Shit, I'm there with clean scissors in hand.
I just ordered another pair of chinks. I've got them down in the basement. Chinkamasas.
You gotta be careful saying you
Chica-
got chinks in
Chica-
your basement, man.
Chica masa?
Yeah, after I said in the basement, I was like,
Yeah.
I better say the whole brand name. I love those scissors.
Are they
man.
down there painting your walls?
I wish.
Chica Mosses. I got them right here.
Yeah, my wife loves hers.
Little stickers stuck to them. But yeah, these are, yeah, I don't know. They're the bee's knees. They don't ever, gunk up really. As long as, I always have a alcohol cup for after I'm done trimming, but
Oop.
yeah.
Oh, it's not going to show up. It's green. I was going to show off the
Got
scissor
golden
scrubber.
ones?
No, it's a scissor scrubber, man.
Oh.
You know, like
Oh,
that
the
soap
sponge?
opens on
There it
it.
is.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
so-
thinking about getting one. Does it
Yeah,
Oh,
work
yours
well?
looks so much cleaner than
Just
mine.
make one.
It's so much cleaner. See, I don't soak mine in that because
Well,
they
I've
just
got-
evaporate and get nasty. So I
you gotta
soak
do.
them in something and then I scrub
Yeah.
them. in that. I will scrub them in that.
Look at
sucker.
that clap shut.
Yeah.
They work great.
Oh, wow.
Those little scrubbers can like be pulled out and the whole thing can be detached and like scrubbed out and cleaned out. Your scissor scrubber. Beautiful, beautiful device.
Yeah, man.
I love those things.
Sequence had the smaller ball jars that he just had full of alcohol and just kept cycling the
I'd show
trimmers
mine,
through.
but both are extremely gross. That's exactly what I do. I have both.
You can let them get pretty bad
Ball
though.
jar.
So
Yeah. It's just
that's
alcohol.
the
so I
advantage
just
of it. Yeah.
constantly scrub them out. I plan to actually run them through the Ito not to collect the stuff, but just to save the alcohol. Just reuse 80% of that. alcohol. I
Sir
gotta
Dirty says use a sponge and cut a piece into a baby food jar, $1 item each. And make sure
Yeah,
you get a
exactly.
flavor that you enjoy personally.
The baby food.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can't remember which flavor I like.
Some of the
Probably
fruit
like-
ones can be pretty good.
Butternut squash.
What size of a 4-ounce ball jar? That would work. Still like the height of the 8
Chris
ounce.
Painted Lady.
Seems
I'd
like
just buy an
Same
empty
drive.
one.
Lady?
I wouldn't buy baby food and eat it.
If
Right,
you're
I'm
a parent, you've eaten baby food.
You've
Yeah.
definitely had it before.
I'm not,
Mhm.
so I haven't eaten baby food. I'm not gonna.
That's why Porch Farmer is like some of them are pretty good.
Yeah,
Some of them are not good.
I don't think
Some
you'd
of 'em
ever
are
be able to get
terrible.
this. I don't think you'd be able to get the smells out of some of them out of the jar. It's like a pickle jar. I'm not
Well, are
using
they-
pickle
are they
jars to put
glass
my
anymore?
cannabis in.
Are they
Yeah.
glass?
Yeah,
or are
they got glass
plastic?
ones.
Right,
They still
okay.
got glass because I used to work at Target and I know that
Buy some
they
potted
smell
meat.
because some people would break them and be like, "Excuse me," and you turn the corner and be like, on
You're
the
telling me
floor.
you've never
Fuck,
eaten
man.
baby mac and cheese baked?
No, I don't have a baby.
It's like regular
I
mac
don't
and
have a
cheese
baby.
with less flavor.
And also, like,
Yeah.
I have puppy. I don't eat puppy food.
You never ate dog food either.
No, see, yeah. Well, I'm missing out, aren't
Not
I?
No,
living,
you're
so
not.
you don't
Oh,
get to eat dog
not
food.
living.
I have a puppy who never eaten dog food. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love
was
to get
spoke
down
to
on
Red
dog
there.
biscuits.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a damn
Dog
good point.
biscuits. But,
When I was a
yeah,
kid, we
not as an adult.
we tried to get a hold of them Flintstones vitamins and eat a bunch of those.
I've
I don't
never
know
had
why
to
dogs
convince
go-
my dog to eat, so that's probably the
Right.
difference.
I don't know
Flintstone
why.
vitamins
I don't
are-
know why dogs go crazy over dog treats because they taste the same as the dog food does.
Why do you know that?
I have a dog, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
gotta-
the
I gotta
dog
know-
eats the dog food. You eat
My
other
dog, my
food.
my dog's like my kid.
You
I
gotta
gotta
check
know
all
his
your
shit is up
inputs.
to standards, man.
Yeah, that's what Google's for.
For
This is the
discerning
21st
dogs.
Try
century.
it.
Google doesn't tell me what it tastes like.
Gotta give
No.
it a.
No,
allergy
but they'll
test
tell you
for
it's
the
good
dog.
for them.
There you go. The original Scooby snacks.
All right, chat.
Speaking
how
of
many
Scooby
people-
Snack, I want to buy that strain.
how many people are eating dog food / baby food in the chat? Let's hear it.
Yeah,
And be honest.
yeah.
too.
Raise your hand if you
Yeah,
know the
be
taste
honest.
of dog treats, dog food, or baby food.
I didn't lie
I
to
bet
you.
all the parents are
gonna
gonna know
Don't
baby food.
lie, okay?
I get that.
Right.
I'm just saying I don't need to eat baby food because I don't have a baby. That's,
I'm gonna get
know.
you some baby mac and cheese.
There you-
For
What's
what?
the age frame on this
For
one?
what?
Because
For
I think
brunch.
I've had
He's like,
eBay
I ain't
since
gonna eat
was,
it.
like,
Yeah.
child.
You have to bring him a baby too, so he can eat it.
So we can eat the baby.
I'll see
Now
what I
we're,
got.
now we're canceled.
I'll see what I got in the pantry. I'll bring something.
That's it now. Can't believe it.
Definitely. Sir Dirty said baby dog CBD treats for the win. I definitely like
Hell
that.
yeah.
I give
Hell
my
yeah. See,
dogs
see?
CBD treats when I can remember to order them.
Yep. I got some
But
can of
yeah.
pet treats.
High and Tight says baby food. Dank Farmtron says milk bones are yummy. See? I don't know about
That's-
milk bones.
That's what I
but
remember eating as a kid. Good old milk.
See,
bone.
the milk bones taste like dog
But
food.
it's good for your
Painted Ladies
teeth.
had dog food before.
It's good for your teeth.
Good
I
for
pranked
their
my-
teeth.
Phyllis
pranked
Chew and
my
cow
kids.
hoof, right?
I
I've
pranked my
actually
kids
changed
with
my
dog
dog's
food.
food off of a grain base. I've switched him over to a protein base, and
He
he's
probably
Yeah.
itches a lot less too.
Yeah,
he's starting
switched
to
from
itch way
grain-based.
less, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
Elite GP's eating a dog treat.
switched over his signature. Made the move, so he's
Worth it for the pets, man.
sort of doing okay. I'm digging it.
Hell yeah.
My dog's
Weird
improved
proteins,
since coming to
kangaroo
Michigan.
protein. What is up with that?
What is up with the kangaroo?
Yeah, they got kangaroo protein in signature. I got him a duck protein, I think, last, and I think it's good to switch it up. So I'll probably switch up his proteins. And,
Are they rounding up kangaroos now?
That's what I'm wondering.
What?
Rough.
Wow.
I don't want
I
to.
just imagine like the old cartoon style meat grinder, and they're just dropping like full kangaroos into them, and just like
No,
what the fuck, man?
I don't think that's what's
Futurama?
going on.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on.
That's terrible.
I'm
Because
sure
now,
it's a
now I'm
waste product.
picturing like they're like tricking them to hop into
Hop
it.
into it.
Come here, little one.
How do you
Yeah,
lure
like
a
with that dollar.
How do you
Here, I got
lure
a
a
dollar.
kangaroo?
A carrot, a carrot, a boxing glove. I
Carrot.
don't know.
I love that
Boxing
Dan
glove.
is, Dan is such a capitalist. He thinks a kangaroo's gonna chase a dollar into
No,
it.
Yeah,
no, like
it
that
is.
commercial, with the
I
old
can
man
see
with the
Dan
fishing
like,
pole.
we've got a squirrel problem in the yard, and Dan's like, "Don't worry, I'll go offer him 50 cents. If he doesn't take it, I'll raise to $1. That for sure is gonna get these squirrels out of here."
That's right. If that doesn't work, I'm putting up a no squirrel sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
no,
Yeah.
no. That's funny.
Y'all got big squirrels up here.
I have big
Well,
black
don't tell
squirrels in my
Spartan he
neighborhood.
hates squirrels.
We have the red ones around here. We didn't have reds in Florida.
If you've never seen
Spartan-
black squirrels before, you'll see them in my yard.
Spartan
I
is
need
a
to check.
squirrel
They're good
hater.
size.
Well,
Get ready.
been a great wake and
How the
bake.
squirrels will bite each
That's
other's
it.
nut. Was it
I'm
Spartan?
glad I woke them both
Spartan
for
and black
this.
squirrels.
Red is dead on the bottom.
I think that my term "big black squirrels" is what cracked them.
Oh.
No,
you all right?
no. Dude, it just went straight. If we talk about dog food, it went into.
It's turned into a late
it went
sesh.
It went to grinding. It went
Kangaroo.
Turning out kangaroos to
kangaroo
squirrels.
meat, and we're in squirrels right now, and I'm lost. I just-
Demographic of squirrels is very
When
When
important.
Red
Places.
says
This
he's
is what it's like
lost,
to listen to
it's-
you talk, Red.
It's baby
I'm-
come back.
Well, I have this little visual of Gerald in my head, my cute little squirrel friend who's.
I thought you were gonna
His
say my
name?
cute little kangaroo.
No, Gerald was my squirrel friend from
I
my.
sponsor a
from my
kangaroo in
garden.
Australia. His name is
like
Spartan
so-
Daryl.
hates squirrels too.
Got into
When
When
Dude.
we were in
flower
South
garden.
Haven, we found out that Spartan hates squirrels.
Oh,
Black
really?
squirrels. Just
Our squirrel's
squirrels.
house is
So
thiefy.
Funny.
I seen
They'll
him one
bite each
time
other's
running down
nuts
my
off.
back fence, and my neighbors back then had like a hole in their garage roof. So
Oh,
Thiefy came running down our back fence, which is like a 6-foot privacy fence, and he had a fucking McDonald's bag, like that had shit in it still. And he hopped into the tree and he hopped over on top of their shed and then jumped through this little hole, got through it, and then turned around and was like yanking the shit out of this fucking bag. So
On
he
you
finally
guys.
got it through and took it.
Yeah,
home.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I got all kinds of
This
stuff
is
up in my
thiefy.
attic. Old Gerald.
Well, you
was
had the
born in
old
my
Red
attic.
Setter petting farm last
That's
summer.
yeah. So Gerald was part of it. Gerald was born in the attic, and all summer. Eventually, I haven't heard any critters up there this year, so we're good.
Keep it down, and I won't evict you.
Better
Right?
fix that shit,
Yep.
Red.
Well,
I'm a
I-
homeowner
better
now. You
fix
can't
that
stand
shit.
for
You gotta
that.
find
gotta
where
get,
they're
I gotta
getting
get a
in.
roof.
I
and
had the
some,
same problem. Oh,
roof and some siding work. I gotta get some other stuff taken care of
Yeah.
here. So that's the summer's kind of project. I got some brickwork that needs to be done, and so
chicken wire and a staple gun goes a long
Yeah.
way with
You're
that
speeding up
was going to be
things.
the beginning of it. Unfortunately, it's about 25 feet off the ground. So
Oh wow, yeah. I
Yeah.
might be able to help you. We just
You
need
know
a
what I
good
mean?
Just
ladder.
need Spartan.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he's
good
got
at ladder
fucking-
stuff.
it's
I
it's
can
need a
help
good
you. We
ladder.
just gotta source a good ladder. I have ladders. They're just not that tall. I left my
Or-
big one in Florida.
Or I just
Oh,
Oh
I
shit!
think we're losing him.
Aliens.
It's
They
fine.
zapping him
We're
back
fine,
home
so I gotta
planet.
find some
Yeah.
pine somewhere. You
Going
know,
back to the home
so I
planet.
got to figure that all that out. So I can,
Yeah.
I can fix the rough pine, but it's yeah. And at first I didn't want to fix it with the stuff in there. You know what I mean? I got
Right.
vaulted
Yeah.
ceilings and stuff. It's very, very difficult
Right, yeah.
to get into my attic space. I don't want to be crawling around in there with the insulation.
You
and
could
that.
take
Fighting
the
squirrels and
growing
shit in the
approach,
dark.
Yeah,
the
fight-
growing like
exactly.
organic
Wrestling
IPM
with
raccoons,
approach.
squirrels. Say that again, Baked. I'm sorry.
You could take the IPM approach and like with like live predators, you know, what's bigger than a squirrel, and you can go like rent or buy some like hawks,
Oh yeah, good idea.
you know,
That is a really
fill
good
your
idea.
neighborhood
goat.
with hawks.
Get
You
some
need to rent a
cats
goat
just
and put it
introduce
loose
some
in the
cats up
attic, and
there.
it'll
Or cat. Oh, cats are
A
very
goat-
good. I
a
had a
goat's-
homeless
a
cat
goat-
I took
goats in
care
the
of.
vaulted ceiling.
Almost
Because of
got
that.
it.
Chuck it in your ceiling.
Yeah, right, dude. Those
It's
things will be
always
falling
sunny in
through the
Philadelphia. If
drywall
anybody
so
watches
fast.
that,
Oh yeah.
Charlie and
That's
cats
hilarious.
Good
gets
job.
one stuck in the wall.
That is great. Yeah, no, fortunately, I think that they did. vacate as of last summer, and then I think the Heat kind of
They
got 'em
moved out.
Yeah, they eventually vacated. And
Yeah, but they're
so-
gonna come back.
Yeah,
Brett.
that's the
I'm
key.
hope.
Is
Well,
they come
their
that's
back
summer
and
home.
got
is,
'em.
is I
It's
got
their
to
summer
get it
home.
before the birds. Next is the
Yeah.
bird. It's bird season, right? And I got robins like crazy, dude. Like
What
it's about-
do they pester you? Do they attack?
Do you have a
the
feeder or are
robins?
they eating your garden?
No, the robins just like to nest in certain areas. And
Oh,
eventually, I
yeah.
leave the nest because if I don't catch them before the eggs, I'll move the nest and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
and
the
I'll
one
get-
that's
Yeah.
like right above your smoke spot.
yeah, right above my smoke spot, dude. And they were flicking bird mites at me last summer, and so I
Ew.
really it was.
He was
bugging
like,
me, dude.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at my phone right now. There's fucking goddamn mites crawling
mites.
across
I thought
the
I was
screen. What the
tripping for a
fuck?
second. My screen started moving on me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Ghost or something? And all of a sudden, I'm like, I got mites all over me, and I was really starting to think about it. Did I actually microdose today? And then like,
Did I get carried away?
yeah, exactly.
Is my scale broken?
You know,
I
right,
do it
right, right.
twice.
It's time to fix
Oh,
my scale.
man.
Red scale is not
Twice.
broken.
That eats
It needs to
edibles.
tear out.
I know about it. Some FSO. Holy shit. So yeah, they were throwing bird mites at me. I think those suckers are biters too. So I really had to get rid of them. And not they don't affect plants or anything, fortunately. They just want blood. So that's what they're after. But
Just your
otherwise-
blood.
Beasties.
Just your blood. You
That's
know?
all.
Yeah.
We went from kangaroos and now we're ending the show
Blood
on
mites.
blood mites.
Mini van.
Lovely wake and bake, everyone.
hashtag
tiny
they love it when
vampires.
we ramble.
Teeny tiny
We'll take
We
that.
hope.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Oh,
everybody
I
in
like
chat.
it.
Thank you for
Dirty
joining
birds.
us this morning. Sequence, do you want to shout out our sponsors before we get off of here?
I do. State Genetics, Tiki Madman, 2020 Mendocino, and Easy Swap Pots are our sponsors. Let's do a little rundown of everyone on the panel and so we can get out of here. Dankman Dan, where can everyone find you, bro?
Dankman Dan, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me Sunday nights for the Bro Show, 9 p.m. And the
Thank
Wake
you.
and Bake every other week.
Hell yeah, dude. This was a good time. Baked, where can everyone find
Hey.
you?
You can find me on Instagram, BakePWN, and on the Wake and Bake every other week, and sometimes on the live show Sunday nights.
Porch Farmer. I'll see you in not too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be there.
Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Instagram and here every other Saturday.
Thank you, sir. Tara.
Hey guys, thanks for a great wake and bake. So happy you guys could share this time with us, and we're gonna have a great rest of our weekend. Tara Wilson 1409 on Instagram, and here on the Wake and Bake every other Saturday, and sometimes on Sundays when I don't have to drive to Cincy too early. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Red, can you briefly tell us where everyone can find you?
Yeah, I can do this
Bing,
quickly.
bing,
You can
bing.
find me at Red Setter Farm on Instagram. You can also find me at Polarity Science on Instagram. You can find me at Polarity Science here on YouTube and at Red Setter Farm here on YouTube. The Late Sesh Monday nights with Scobo, Spartan Grown. We've had Painted Lady on lately. Whoever else wants to come through. Sequences Avatar mostly, and that's Monday nights at 11 p.m. Find me on the Michigan Bros Grow Show on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Times because we
Such
are
a legend.
Midwest. I say West, Midwest. Cheers, everybody. Good morning.
Well-
Good afternoon.
Well done, Red.
Later on, good night.
Thank you for joining us, Red. Appreciate it. Porch Farmer, Tara, Baked, Dankman Dan. Scobo, what do you think?
I think it's been a good show. Thank you for letting us hang out with you guys this morning. Hopefully you started off on the right foot. I'm Skilbo1 on Instagram, Skilbo17 on YouTube and Gmail. Have a good morning, guys.
Thank you guys for joining us. Hope
Yeah.
you got woke and hope you got boke.
Whoa.
Oaked and boked.